excited. Griff gang.
Hello, it's Remy.
Cuties do a video.
Don't talk to me!
Hi, me again. I gave my cat away for you. Like these people who have, like, they have children. Can you not take them to the park?
Rage, more rage.
He's not a marriage scammer. My dad's my uncle. Exactly, sure. I'm not hungry. Like, that salad really filled me up. Dad, if you're watching this, sue Slimer. Detain me, bitch. Giddy up! Yeehaw! Who do you think you are? You think your life will be so much better struggling here with 500 kids and no money. Okay, good luck. Hillbilly, crap, white trash people.
Good morning, good people. Happy Friday the 13th. Glad to see you all in chat. Hello, Fondue, Seattle Sapphire, Sassy Mama, Dinky, Puff the Magic Dragon, Oh Hell No, Mystique, Just Jamie, Feather Bear, Charlotte and Tater Fluff. Hey, Different Sage, good to see you, girl. Thank you for being a member for 37 months. Giddy up! She was so aggressive with that giddy up. I love it so much. Thank you, hon. Cat Lou, hello. My love of craft. Tina B, our foodie beauty, emotional support muffin. Good to see you. Foxy Roxy, hello. Kara. Is that home wrecker Chantel? Hello, welcome. To Sis, good to see you. WNC Tar Heels, hello, welcome. Cat Lou, hello. Yabba means coffee time. Lisa W, good to see you. By the book, K Star. Small but decently sized him. I forgot it's Friday the 13th. Horror movie bees. I'm sure that's how Chantel will be spending her evening, seeing as she sleeps her day away. She's on a crazy schedule right now. Hey, Dorky Shitstain, good to see you. Panda Pondu, Street Carp, I am Cat Lady. Megan, Bebop, Wicked Crafter, Little Aussie, Drama B, Bama Girl, Lori Compton, Big Bertha, Yulia, goodbye Kyle, hello. Chantel's Lost Souvenir, good to see you. Dark Heart. Actually, you know Chantel, she is able to be remonetized. So it seems that, I think I heard it yesterday, that she reapplied for her monetization on the 10th, which is interesting because if you guys have heard about Quirky Love Rose remonetization, she claims that when she, and again, these girls, they all lie, they all like to tell fibs, but I tend to believe that this certain situation, she's more than likely telling the truth. I'm not sure why. Homewrecker Chantel, thank you so much for the super sticker, hun. I appreciate you. Hey, Shenanigans, good to see you. What did you say? I missed it. Did you say anything or are you just saying Chantel? Okay, probably just saying Chantel. Hello, Oscar's wife, the Anon sisters. Hello. She claimed the button was, that's what she said, right? I heard that too. So when were we live? So we weren't live yesterday. So Wednesday, whatever we were watching, she claimed that the button for remonetization to apply was not there. So I believe it had to be yesterday that I was listening to something somewhere, who knows, there's so much content out there when it comes to Chantel because she has to bare minimum in order to make her rent and pay her bills. She has to stream for 6 hours a day, which is interesting. Let's just leave it at that. Amber Carroll, hello. Yeah, but it's my birthday. I've been lurking since 2019. Can I get a right before Christmas and a woof woof? Absolutely, hun. Congratulations on making it another year and happy birthday to you.
Right before Christmas, bitch.
What a request. Amber Carroll, thank you for the support, hun, and happy birthday. So the clip yesterday, hey, Danny Jean, she says that she reapplied for monetization on the 10th. Today is the 13th. So as of right now, because I just went to her YouTube channel and looked, she does not have memberships, which means either A, she was denied, or B, she still has not been approved for remonetization yet. And I think listen, what goes on in Foodie's life and what happens going forward really depends on if she gets remonetized on YouTube. I'm telling you, whatever money that she's making on Kick, she might have, had been able to survive on it or whatever, but it's just going to dwindle away. YouTube really is the only platform she can make a living on, and she's barely hanging on to that. Chantel hasn't done enough work to actually earn her remonetization. And what I noticed is on her channel, by the way, I don't know who that is in that avatar over there. Did you guys see that she has a new avatar? That has to be an AI version of Chantel, because I don't know who the fuck that is. It's definitely not her. Homewrecker Chantel, welcome to the Poorest. Thank you so much for being a poor piece of crap. I appreciate you. She also changed her banner, and I'm going to assume that she changed her banner before she reapplied for her monetization, because her banner was leading all of her YouTube subscribers to these different platforms, to her Kick platform, to her Twitch platform, every kind of money that she was earning off of the YouTube platform. And I'm pretty sure when it comes to like certain things and banners, I don't know if that's allowed. Regardless, it looks like she changed all that up before she applied for her remonetization. So I'm curious. It's very important what happens with Chantel's monetization going forward. If you guys were listening last night, I was in and out of a few people were stream sniping, and it was a lot. Okay. When Chantel seals and she talks to the chat, there's only so much of that I can actually process and take in. 6 hours is a lot. Hey, baby goats. Good to see you. Very fluffy, grumpy bunny. Hello, hello. Larkana, hello. Everybody, welcome. Jethro, good to see you. New grift branding. Ard says, did you see the AI images she made when she looks like Quado spawning out of salad stomach? No, and I don't want to see it. Thank you very much. But she was talking last night about when her lease is up and how she's thinking about moving back to Corinth. And I've said this ever since Chantel has lost her monetization on her YouTube channel. Even before then, even when Foodie was fully monetized on YouTube, we were questioning how the hell she was going to maintain this new lifestyle in Canada, because she can't fucking afford it. And now that she's living and surviving off of Kick, I don't see it happening whatsoever. I think the move out of the what are we calling the apartment she lives in? Do we ever get a name for it? A funny name? I don't know. Anyways, the new apartment she's in, I think she's going to move out very, very soon. I think she's waiting to see what happens to her monetization. So thinking about everything that's in the last couple of days, like her sleep schedule and I know Chantel's a sleeper. She always has been, right? She likes to sleep away her life and eat the rest of it. Fair enough. But I feel like it's been excessive in the last couple of days. So think about that. She's reapplied for her YouTube monetization, and all of a sudden, literally, she's sleeping till almost 7 o'clock at night. That's crazy. And then talking about where she's going to relocate to when her lease is up. I'm just saying there might be a possibility that she did get word back on her monetization, and maybe YouTube said, no, it's not going to happen, because she also said she doesn't even care. I don't even care if I get remonetized on YouTube. It's fine. I've already made a new platform over here on the Kick. Yeah, okay. Hey, Sassy Mama. Good to see you. Anyways, there's lots to go over. She's been really super boring. She's sleeping all day. This was a community tab post that she had made yesterday. This was at 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning, and she still had not been to bed. In Milky's chat, we were spawning the conspiracy theory that Emily is an alt in her chat, being the feeder. Definitely a possibility for sure. I'm here for for Shmee's basement era. I think that could happen for sure. Remember, we've always said eventually this is all going to circle back around, and it's going to be Shmee, whether you want to deal with it now or not. Eventually, you're going to have to deal with your problem that you created. Hey, Ash, good to see you. I don't believe that. I think life with Ron is a broke bum, and I don't believe for a second that he is paying half of Foodie's bills. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't. Ron is literally working for peanuts over on the local podcast universe, whatever you want to call it. No, I don't believe that he makes enough money to provide for himself and to also pay half of Foodie's bills. Bullshit. I don't believe it. People will literally say anything. You got to choose whether or not you're going to believe it. Hey, Big Turks. It's her Sharpment. Yes, that's very fitting. That's true. And thank you for the support. Good to see you. Fondue says, I can't stand him. Yeah, we kicked him out when, wasn't he over there supporting some of his coworkers doing blackface or something like that? I recall you guys telling me, and we banned him from here. I think that's what happened. Staying up till 10 o'clock in the morning, no doubt on the phone with Salah. No doubt she's working his schedule, staying up, eating. So in that live stream that she did the other day, the one with the Subway. And then I was watching that one, right? She ate all the Subway or whatever. I'm just like, holy fuck, right? Two 6-inch, totally different, 4 different sauces or whatever. I ended up turning it off. I couldn't watch it no more. But later on, she before she's even off of her live stream, she orders Popeye's chicken and she gets another meal delivered. Do you know what this is probably costing this woman? Where the money is coming from, I don't know. Not going to debate it. Doesn't matter. But then yesterday, she gives it away that she got food again, that she was on the phone with Salah and they were doing Sephora. I don't know. One of those things where they eat when they're not fasting anymore. I'm sorry if I got the name wrong. Not trying to offend anybody. She was eating like shrimp and rice or some shit. She's off the hinges. Yeah. And she's done so much insulin that she's ran out of her insulin and she has to get some more. She has to re-up. She has to re-up her insulin. She's getting money somewhere. Super Mel, hello. Good day from Australia. Yabba here since the Slayton days. You're a long time person. It was my 50th a week ago. I've been fighting migraines, so can I get a good for you? Yes, girl. Congratulations on making it another year.
Good for you.
I hope you're feeling better. And thank you for the support, hun. She's spending $100+ a day. Yeah, somebody said the other day that she spent like $200 on takeout orders. That is fucking insanity, considering this woman doesn't even have a car. I have a good job and I can't afford to eat like that. Small but decently priced ham. Who would want to? Who would want to spend that kind of money on DoorDash deliveries? That's crazy. Hey, Sarah Jane, good to see you. So listen, we got lots to go over. We're going to watch the clips last night from Barbecue Chillin's channel, and then we're going to go over the Subway and the Popeyes mukbang together because I think that's going to be a good time. And then we're going to pivot into Quirky Love Rose because there's a lot to fucking cover there. And I don't care if you're not a fan of the quirky content. That was some good shit that needs to be talked about. Okay. Sorry, I can't help myself. I was watching that shit yesterday and I was like, literally the whole time, like, what the fuck is happening right now? The fact that woman, seriously, like, I'm not even exaggerating this shit. This is a 600-pound 34, 33-year-old woman that has found her an internet boyfriend that has paid for her to fly to Texas, and come to find out this dude is like in his early 20s, like, and he lives with his parents. He's got astronauts on his wall. He's got like the stars and moons on his sheets. The shit is wild. It's so wild. Foodie was talking shit about QLR when Foodie married Salad. Like, yeah, none of them can talk about each other. None of them. They're all just as bad. Quirky lets her boyfriend drive his race cars on her belly. There's going to be lots to cover. I'm really excited about that video. So strap in for that. Brandon says, listen, all I need to know is wait. All I need to know is, did he slip it in? She refused to give any kind of details as far as her intimate life is concerned. It's a full stop, guys. She's not gonna tell anything that went down. But I mean, come on. We all know what happened. Of course it did. I don't think he lives with his parents. Really? What makes you say that? La La Landing. I gotta know what makes you say that, because again, I haven't seen everything. We unofficially decided on the couple name Quimmy. I'm dead. Was that on Scar's channel? You know he did. He's just as hot as Foodie is. I think he lives alone, but I suspect it's a studio apartment. I told Sam, because I was watching it yesterday, and the way that she was staring out the window, I said, I think that they're in an upstairs apartment. Could you imagine having to drive Quirky Love Rose to your upstairs apartment? What that must sound like to the neighbors. I mean, I don't know for sure. It's all speculation, but it kind of looked like it to me. I think it's a dorm room. No way. Addicted to cold brew. Really? Hello, Wicked Crafter. Matchbox Garage. Roz. Bitch, I'm dead. Wicked Crafter, thank you for the support. Okay, so let's get started, or we're never going to get through any of this. Again, we're going to start out with the clips from Barbecue Chicken last night. Thank you so much for that, Barbecue Chicken. I don't know where we would be without you. 6 hours of that madness, I think, is too much for anybody to fucking consume. Make sure you're subbed up to the original creator. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat. There we go. He has a mini fridge in that room, which means it's not a studio. I haven't ordered DoorDash in 3.5 years because the delivery fee and tip ordering has become way too expensive these days. I mean, not only that, but if you're getting fast food delivered, dude, the shit's going to be cold. I'm sorry. There's no way. I don't care how many bags they put that stuff in. They're not going to be able to keep it warm. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. No, not like that. There we have it. I really hope that guy isn't really young. He's definitely, I would say definitely for sure in his early 20s, I would say he's at least legal. So there's that.
Where have I been? Oh, God. Well, I had to run. Like, I woke up at like 4:30 because I went to bed at like 8:30. So
you woke up at 4:30 in the afternoon. And honestly, I don't even think she's telling the truth. I think she slept later than 4:30. I think she got up more along the lines of like 6 or something like that because the timeline just doesn't add up with when she went live. Hey, Snarky, good to see you.
I fell asleep at that time.
She said 25, soon to be 26, but I'm not believing anything that Roz says. No, I'm going to have to see a driver's license, please.
I woke up and then I, answered a bunch of voice notes.
They both confirmed he's 25. Still don't believe it. I mean, he might be. He very well may be 25. I'm just saying there's a possibility that they're both lying because she knows that she would get a lot of shit from this community if come to find out he was younger than that. Big Bertha, his age and mindset are two different things, though. Love y'all. That's true. Oh, people are also speculating that definitely. What you're insinuating there, Big Bertha. And again, we'll get more into that as we play the video. Thank you so much for the support. And that's a given, right? And I think that's a fair assumption to make that and especially you're talking about somebody that is younger, like a 25-year-old man. In order to date this woman, 600-pound woman, from the internet, I think it's safe to assume that they may not be mentally all there. Or it's either that they're mentally not all there or they're an absolute fucking degenerate. One of the two. Okay. You're not going to be a normal person looking to date somebody like Quirky Love Rose. I don't care. It's just not possible. Those things don't go together. In Charlie's stream, Nikki T said that Remy will have to lift Rosie's cat flap to get in the puss. I've been laughing for days. Oh my God, it's gross.
Communications bees, and then I made a doctor's appointment.
No, I will give her this, Dynamite. I don't think that necessarily that this is some kind of scamming type situation. It again comes back around to either not mentally all there, not mentally well, or just a fucking degenerate. I don't think we're looking at a Syrian scammer that's trying to get Quirky Love Rose a little bit of YouTube coin. Quirky's poor. Okay, Quirky's very poor.
And now I'm ready to go back to bed. Because I need some more.
Ready to go back to bed? I'm sorry. Let me shut up and tap that back, please.
I woke up at like 4:30 because I went to bed.
Hey, Anita.
At like 8:30, so I fell asleep at that time. I woke up and then I, answered a bunch of voice notes and communicated.
You see how bad she looks? Does anybody remember exactly what time she got started? It was late because I know I was even looking through her Kick and through different YouTube channels to see if she went live. And I was like, damn, where the hell is she at? Why is she going so live late in the day? It was later. I want to say like 5 or 6 before she even brought her ass to YouTube. And you can tell by looking at her, she just got up. She looks really, really. And I know we say this all the time, but I really do feel like, guys, that there's not a lot of time left. And again, I know that she's a Canadian cockroach, but I just feel like things are definitely significantly a lot faster going downhill. She looks really, really bad. And the fact that she's using her insulin because she's eating all this junk food and she's taking more than what she's supposed to and she's out and she needs to order more, I don't think that that's going to end very well. Hey, Spaghetti, good to see you, hon. Sushi says Foodie might have where her skin color was blue. Well, she's always looking blue and purple. So yeah, probably. I think she's got all kinds of issues. And she doesn't want to go see a doctor. She wants a doctor to just prescribe her brain pills and her insulin and whatever else that she needs. She's not trying to go to a doctor and be diagnosed with all the shit that's probably wrong with her. She really, for whatever reason, is trying to avoid that hardcore. Foodie used to be all about going to the doctor and going to the ER and shit like that. But you can tell now that she knows how fucking serious it is and how bad it's going to be that she's trying to avoid that at all costs. Sushi, thank you for the support, hun. Hello, Ash. Tomorrow is my 47th birthday. Can I get the whatever sound you want? Love you, Yabba, and the support group. Y'all make my day. Congratulations on almost making another year, hun. And happy birthday. Oh, yeah. Is it cyanosis? I've never heard of it. Happy birthday, Ash. We might be here tomorrow, so I have to give you the song again tomorrow. And thank you for being a member. Big Bertha, didn't we all clock a long time ago that Foodie was using her CPAP as an oxygen machine? How long have we been saying in this community that Foodie definitely, absolutely needs oxygen, that it's a matter of time before she's wheeling around one of those tanks with the hoses through her nose? We are to that point, and we've been there for a long time. The fact that she did it on live stream yesterday, we've been new. And Bertha, thank you for the support. Hey, Tally. She's building up her insulin resistance. Next will be 4 needles a day or more. Oh my God, that sounds terrifying. I seen it, Fondue. I retweeted it. Hey, Pink Warrior. It was hard to watch. Yeah.
These, and then I made a doctor's appointment, and now I'm ready to go back to bed. Because I need some more medicine. I need more insulin. Like I ran out. I've been freebasing that stuff. No, I'm just joking.
I need more insulin because I ran out. I'm freebasing that stuff. Man, she really, it's almost like she's proud of herself. She should be terrified. She should be miserable. And I don't know if this is fake or she's just really that far gone mentally that she thinks this shit is funny. I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know.
It's a long term. I just ran out because it's been a little bit there. It's 6:25. I know. What the hell?
Okay, so yes, it was 6 o'clock. This is at the very beginning of her stream. I think she slept up until 5:30 because you can tell that she just look at her eyes. She's not even fully awake yet. Hey, Dorky Shit Stain, Tammy Slayton Bees. Hiya, Big Bertha. Dorky Shit Stain, thank you for the support. And yes, past Tammy Slayton, because as we all know, Tammy Slayton did the damn thing. Put some respect on it. That giggle of a lunatic who takes nothing seriously. That's true.
Oh, where's the day going? No, I don't think the trip is happening. But yeah, I don't think the trip is going to happen because there's a message from Qatar Airways that's like...
This is very important. So tap it back. Listen to what she says. Remember, keep in mind as we listen to this, who was the one taking care of the trip? Who was the one who financially was responsible? Who went through and booked all this? Who did all the work? Salah. That's what she told us. Nobody believed that. I don't think anybody believed that. Maybe 2 beezers that come in here and they like to hate watch us, which is fine. You guys can participate too, right? But no, this right here is Foodie basically telling on herself. She's the one who had access to all of this information because she's the one who planned the trip. She's the one who paid for it. Exactly, Sassy Mama. Scotch, hello. Google, whatever that is. If you don't know, it's cutie in video game form. You're welcome. Happy Friday 13th, y'all. Happy Friday 13th to you, hun. And thank you so much for being a member for 24 months. I'm sure people are looking that shit up right now. I'll probably see it on the Twitter. She has an enlarged heart, so that has no way to pump all her oxygen. Oxygen to her huge body needs to operate correctly. Her heart is boggy and has no snap. Weak pump. Ooh, okay.
But yeah, I don't think the trip...
Basically, what you're saying is she's in a bad position. She's in a bad way. Hey, Trinka. Okay, listen. Shh.
I know. What the hell? Where's the day going? No, I don't think the trip is happening. But yeah, I don't think the trip is going to happen because there's a message from Qatar Airways that's like, if your trip is between February 28th and March 28th, you're eligible for like a full refund. So I told Salah that. I'm like, I don't know if the trip...
So you're the one going back to Salah and telling him this information when you told the community it was he that planned the trip, he that paid for everything, but you just told on yourself and we done knew. And you've been fighting with the community saying, Salah pays for everything. I don't like jewelry. What I like is plane tickets. Girl, we know. We've been new about all of this. Hey, Manning, good to see you, hun. You've been using your CPAP as oxygen. You financially support Salah. You pay for everything. He wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, which says a lot because he's in a scat play.
It's going to happen. I don't know what I'll do if that doesn't happen. I don't know like what else I'll do for my birthday. I'm kind of sick of Ottawa too.
Eat. She ain't going nowhere. She'll take the scooter out to get a donut. That's it.
Like, I don't really want to live here.
Maybe Smee will feel sorry for you enough. Come scoop you up and take you out to dinner, Chantel.
When my lease is up, I might move. I might move to the court or something. Yeah, I just want to...
She needs to be closer to family. You know why? Because she needs caretakers. While in Kuwait and while she was in Syria, Salah became her caretaker. Salah was really working for the money that Foodie gave him. Like, he was her caretaker. He brought her food. He brought her what her medication, whatever she needed. She didn't have to do anything but lay there and record herself, make the money, and that was it. Now that she's back in Canada, and obviously Salah is not going to come to Canada with her, she realizes she's going to need a caretaker. Not only that, but she can't afford where she is.
Kind of be closer to family. I don't ever see them hardly. Get your money back. It's not my money.
Incoming, Shmee.
Yeah, see, girl. Yeah, I just want to kind of be closer to family. I don't ever see them hardly. Get your money back. It's not my money. Yeah, see, girl. So
It is your money. Why lie about it? It's so stupid.
even I won't be able to do much. I'm not sad. I'm just waking up. I'm tired. Honestly, I feel the same lately. I go through these ruts the same, Lavisa. I slept all friggin' day. I just like.
Can she get out of her lease? Megan, I'm sure she could pay to break her lease, but will she bother to pay to break her lease? I mean, Foodie will treat her lease like she does everything else in her life. She'll just walk away and peace out, you know? Wicked Crafter says, my sister-in-law was doing the extra insulin bee. She started hospice yesterday for liver failure. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, hun. My sis passed in January for the same and had a heart attack. They ate themselves there. Y'all take care of yourselves. That's so scary, Wicked Crafter. I'm so sorry to hear that, hun. Thank you for the support and the information, Chantel. Do you see what your future is? It's very grim. And you know what the sad thing about all of that is? With all of these warnings, having all this information, she doesn't fucking care. Because honestly, death for Foodie in her mind is easier than actually putting in the effort to change her life. And that's how she's looking at it. And that's the scary thing about it. Seattle Sapphire, hello. Freebasing med. She looks like the sea is calling. I'm telling you, dude. When I was watching this yesterday, and then when I listened to Barbecue Chillin's video this morning, I was like, yeah, I just don't think she's going to be around much longer. I really don't. Maybe by winter. And I hate to say that about somebody, but there's no, I mean, yes, Canadian cockroach, fine, fair, whatever, but nobody can continue to live like this, eat the way that she's eating now. Again, I say even over Kuwait, and I thought Kuwait, she was really going crazy as far as consumption of food and carbs and pita bread and all that shit. We talked about it. I even said that I don't think Foodie's ever consumed as much food as she did in Kuwait, but being back in Canada, it's worse than it's ever been. It's really crazy. Yeah, she's on a super fast decline. Absolutely.
The night, it's quiet. There's nobody. When I wake up in the morning and the world is busy, it's just like I have to take part in this.
You don't even leave your apartment. What are you talking about? You wake up and the world is busy and you don't leave. You do nothing. What is it that you think you need to take part in, woman?
That's how I feel.
You said July, Cabela?
You know, and I just want like a peaceful life. And being in a city, it just freaks me out sometimes. Like I don't know.
You know what, Foodie? I think just being alive freaks you out. I think in Kuwait and in Syria, you felt like you were hiding away from society, like you were escaping all of your problems, all of the problems you created in Canada, all of your health problems. You still had a man that was willing to entertain you to a certain extent. And now that you're back in Canada and you're being forced to kind of deal with some of that shit, you're freaking out. That's really what it comes down to. It has nothing to do with city living. It's just the fact that you're back in Canada and you're being forced to face some of these issues.
I don't know, dialysis. Maybe I'm just doomed to be alone. That's how I'll only be happy. Completely alone, away from everyone's bullshit. You know what song I've had in my head forever and I don't like?
That's not going to happen because you're going to need, if Smee doesn't do it, you're going to have somebody that is your caregiver. And that's going to happen sooner than later.
You're taking me out of the ordinary. What did I cook? I haven't did the dishes since my effing shepherd's pie. That's why.
Does anybody know how many days it's been since the shepherd's pie ordeal? I'm pretty sure it's quite a few, like at least 3 or 4. Big Bertha says, my papa told me, you slow down, you go to the sea. He finally had to because his hip and lung cancer and didn't make it 6 months. I miss him dearly. And Christmas isn't the same. Yeah, they always say a body in motion stays in motion. There's a reason for it, Big Bertha. I'm so sorry for your loss, son. And thank you for the support. Hey, little Aussie. Thank you for the super sticker, girl. Good to see you. 3 days fondue. I mean, if I don't immediately do my dishes, like after I get done cooking and I have to wait till later on that night, I'm just like, I'm grossed out. Things are dried on. It's more effort. It's more work. It's all of that stuff. I can imagine cooking shepherd's pie, anything for that matter, letting it set for 3 days. And I don't think she cleaned this shit yesterday. Did she? I didn't watch all the stream, but I didn't see her cleaning or doing anything in her kitchen yesterday. So I'm going to assume that the shepherd's pie dishes are still in the sink. There's no way that place doesn't fucking stink. It has to stink. It has to. Yeah, her apartment is a pigsty. So remember when her apartment was clean that day and she was like, I did all this myself. Isn't it funny that we've never seen Chantel's apartment in that state unless her mom and her aunt have been around? That's how I know it's them that's coming over and cleaning her apartment, because they know how bad it's going to get over there if they don't stay up on it. And they're needed desperately now before she gets evicted. Hey, Panda Queen. May this life never find us all. Love you, Yava. Love you too, girl. Listen, you have to really, again, and I say this all the time, she has worked for this life that she's living right now. It's not like she woke up one day and this was her situation. She put in hard work and dedication to get to this point in her life. Just like anybody who goes to college and gets a degree and has a good career, they put in hard work, they put in dedication. The same goes for her situation now. She worked for where she is. Panda Queen, thank you for being a member. Bertha Jean says she ate it all in 2 meals and has a dishwasher. She likes filth. I believe that. I think she likes the smell of trash. I think she likes the look of trash. I think she enjoys those trash bags that are all throughout her apartment. They're in her bedroom. They're in her kitchen. They're in her living room. They're everywhere you look. She's got a trash bag full of takeout containers in there. So let that sink in. Ugh. Thank you for the super chat, hun. Hey, Terry. Thank you so much for joining memberships, hun. I appreciate you. Welcome to the official support group. Just Jamie, hello. She's in a dangerous loop. She eats too much, adds more insulin. Insulin makes her more hungry. Oh my God, that's such a good point. Eats more food and then needs more insulin. Rinse, repeat. I forgot about that. You guys told me that when she first got on the insulin. Some people speculated and this was a couple years ago when she finally admitted to it about the insulin shit, that you were like, she's going to gain weight because the insulin makes you hungry. Holy hell. And now to hear that she's taking more of it. Yeah, you're right. It's just a dangerous cycle that she's stuck in. Love that for you, cutie. Jamie, thank you for the support.
Apparently my elevator doesn't unlock until 8 a.m.
Okay, this story's crazy. We're kind of just flying through these moments, but there were quite a few standout moments in that live stream from yesterday. But again, it was 6 hours of this shit.
I did the dishes since my effing shepherd's pie, that's what. Apparently my elevator doesn't unlock until 8 a.m. And you need a fob for the elevator. I don't even know what time it unlocks, but it wasn't unlocked. The guy, I was like, I thought it was 8 a.m. So I'm like, I picked between 7 and 9. So I was hoping that the shopper would go closer to 8, but no. He arrives here with my order, which is full of stuff. And I tipped $25, so.
Nobody wants to hear your bullshit about your tipping. That's what you're supposed to do. All the shit that you ordered, all of the heavy items that you ordered, don't be sitting here like you did this person a favor because you paid them $20 or $25 to do your Not only did you pay them to do your grocery shopping, they're bringing it, they're coming in, they're taking it up an elevator, and they're leaving it outside of your door. Cat litter, laundry detergent, $20 or $25 to do all that. And then you had the nerve to ask them to wait a couple of minutes until the elevator was functional so you didn't have to go down and get your shit. You really think that you did these people a favor? That is bonkers, Chantel. It was only a 10% tip. Yeah, because she said she spent $250, $300. That's not how that's supposed to work, Chantel. And you had all those heavy items. The scooter needs a safe word. Hello. Remember, girls, we're just jealous. We all want to live this life, don't we? I love your name, and thank you for being a member for 13 months, son. Brunette, hello. She likes the look of trash. I think that's why she loves herself so much. That tracks. It makes sense. Happy Friday, everyone, and never become a cutie. Never put in hard work and dedication to become this motherfucker. Never do it, okay? Being a scummy, disgusting person takes work and dedication, just like any other, thing you're trying to do in life. Thank you for the super chat, Brunette.
It ended up being friggin' $200 and friggin' something after tip and everything. I was so tired, and I'm like, I can't go down there and get the stuff. So he arrived at 7:56.
This woman has a wagon, mind you. She has a wagon that she can put all. She could have said, "Hey, yeah, sorry, you're here before the elevator opens. Just leave it right there. I'll come down and get it. I have my wagon." No, she asked this shopper. She asked this shopper to wait. They're out here trying to make money. So time is money. If they got to wait on you, that's money that they're losing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shelly Ray. Happy Friday, everyone. Cutie, you keep taking all that insulin. Time is ticking for the memorial. Love to all. You too, hon. And thank you for the support. extra insulin. Who does that shit? Hello, Becca Boo. Don't forget the spare room. It's full of trash. Of course it is. Becca Boo, thank you for the support. Well, I was going to say something. I can't remember what it was. Shit. It'll come back to me. It'll come back. She's given that building a bad name. These people, delivery people, grocery people, DoorDash people, are literally in and out of that building specifically for her all the time, all day long. Hey, Closer. She didn't even have to get the groceries herself. Just bring the elevator down. I know.
And he messages me. He's like, the elevator is not going up. And I'm like, oh, God. I was like, do you want? I'm like, I'm really sorry. I'm just so tired. And
these shoppers, they're in the position because their feedback, it means everything. So if the shopper said, I'm sorry, I can't do that, Foodie probably would have logged into the app and gave them a 1-star review. And in the long run, it's not worth it. So they probably just waited it out. Wicked Crafter says, where are your extra treats for adulting? Wicked Crafter, thank you for the super chat, hun.
Do you mind waiting like 4 minutes to use the elevator? I'm like, even if you want to go and like deliver somewhere else, I don't mind.
This is why I think it was longer than 4 minutes, because you're telling me that you had 4 minutes until the elevator opened up and you told that shopper to take, and I'm assuming the shopper came in with all of your groceries, right? That would only make sense. So you want that shopper to leave all your groceries there or what? Load them. I don't know how that shit works. None of this makes sense to me. So what are they supposed to do? Leave it there, go deliver other groceries, come back, hope that your groceries are still there. I mean, it's Canada, yeah, but Canada still has theft and everything else. None of this shit makes any fucking sense.
No, I can't bring $200 worth of groceries home. But I got like a big thing of laundry detergent. I got
big thing of laundry detergent, big thing of cat litter,
which is expensive. It was like 30 something dollars. The pretty litter, it's so much better. I don't have a cold, but I always have freaking boogies. I think it's allergies or asthma, mixture of the two. And I got to get my inhalers. I was waiting to see Salah because they're so.
And again, this is another way to know how broke Foodie is, because what is today, ladies and gentlemen? It's Friday. What was yesterday? It was Thursday. And what do we know about Thursday? Thanks to the chat. Yesterday was Kick's payday. So Foodie's got all this money and she's got all these feeders that's paying her money behind the scenes. Why would she need to wait till the Kick payday to order her groceries? She's living paycheck to paycheck. She's broke as a motherfucker. Exactly, Ard.
Cheap. You got me 3 months worth. What's he going to do with that medicine? Unless we just postpone the trip.
Throw it away.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not like really stressed out about if I get YouTube back or not, because.
Hey, Yabba and Sam's fourth cat. This was kind of telling. So she says that she tried to reapply for monetization on the 10th. Yesterday was the 12th. She still had not heard from YouTube, according to her. And now she's saying, I don't even care if I get YouTube monetization back. That's interesting.
On the trip, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not like really stressed out about if I get YouTube back or not, because like I've become accustomed here. At least we have our group here. So what is this? Why am I a slob? I'm probably gonna make a sandwich because I don't have any clean stuff. So I gotta clean. So I don't feel like it though. If you want to see my kitchen island, you gotta send me big.
How do you sleep like that and then not want to do anything? Hey, Catherine, I don't get it. You would think the little bit that she has to do. Could you imagine, seriously, if you're just a single woman, you've got this apartment, this smaller apartment, right? You really don't have anything that you have to do. You don't have to go to a full-time job. You're not going to school. You're not seeing family. Could you imagine, like, your apartment would be so clean, you would get fucking bored. You'd be like, there's a dish in a sink. Finally, something we can do. Let's wash it. But no, not Foodie. No. Stop and smell the roses. Hello. Long time no see. Super chat. Thanks for keeping me entertained for years. Oh, I cannot believe how puffy her face is now. Those filters are struggling. That's a good point, because even though she looks as bad as she does, she's still covered in filters. Boy, to see Foodie in the wild. Give us some of that good close-up footage, won't you, ladies? Stop and smell the roses. Thank you so much for the support, honey. Good to see you. Hey, Eva. Good to see you, girl. Don't have too much fun next week while I'm gone. Oh, well, we'll catch you when you're back, girl. And thank you for being a member for 12 months. Kataria says delivery workers can just scroll past our orders. And I have a feeling that's what they're going to start doing for sure. Thank you for being a member for 9 months. Eventually, her order is going to get picked up, though. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
But because I'm not exploiting myself for free anymore. Can I boil soup in this thing? Yeah, why not?
What? What is that? Is that a coffee thing?
Because I'm not exploiting myself for free anymore.
Are you telling me that your dishes are so dirty that you're now using, I'm pretty sure that's a coffee pot or something. What the fuck is that? that she's about to boil soup in, cook soup in.
Can I boil soup in this thing? Yeah, why not? Where am I going to put this? I have no room. What? I had this the whole time? What the hell? I never looked in my cupboards. Guys, I got a Red Baron cheese pizza.
Where are the dishes? I don't see any in the sink. Are they in the dishwasher? Did you put the dirty dishes in the oven? Where are they? She's using it as a pot, the Arab coffee pot. Oh my God.
Pizza. Oh, I should just, no, I don't feel like eating pizza. I bought some of these buns to make some turkey sandwiches instead of ordering Subway every time. 4 cheese pizza.
There's her recycling back there.
I'm out of breath. I can't breathe.
I mean, this is what y'all have to do with your recycling. Can't you put that in like a container or something? Ain't no way I'm keeping some old open. I don't care if they've been rinsed out. I still don't want that trash on my counter. I'm sure you could put that somewhere, Chantel. Do you really want trash on your counter?
I don't have my inhalers. I gotta get some. No, I'm not washing my lettuce. Okay, I haven't washed my lettuce in 40 years. So
that's fucking weird. It's literally not that hard to do. You just rinse it off, bro.
I'm not washing.
How many hands have touched that lettuce? How many different hands it's went through before it got to you? And you're like, I'm not washing it. I don't care. Okay. That sounds like a you problem. Hey, Under Oak, good to see you. Squeaky need to become a delivery driver. Yeah. Well, then then I guess she could stalk her full time. You're right. And get paid for it. That's a great idea. Brilliant. Under Oak, thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Kara, soon enough, she'll stop leaving the house altogether. I think we're already there. And I don't think it's because of any kind of phobia. I just think because physically she just cannot bring herself to leave. I think that because of her uncontrolled diabetes, I think her knees, her swelling, all of that is going to keep her in that apartment. Ugh, I can't imagine.
My vegetables either.
Thank you for the super chat, hun. I can legit smell her. Am I that weird? No, Bebop, because a lot of people okay, have you ever had your trash in the garage on a summer day? That's the worst thing when you have to keep your trash cans in your garage or something like that, especially in the summertime and it's trash day and you've had a lot of trash out there. It's like fucking PU. That's more than likely what cutie smells like hot simmering trash on a summer day. It's that bad, just fucking rotten. And swamp ass. Don't forget the swamp ass. That's very important. Hey, JS. Anyone else will be terrified if they were struggling to breathe, even when doing nothing, but not our cutie. Keep eating, sweetie. You're doing amazing. Love to everyone. A happy Friday the 13th. You too, girl, and good to see you. Thank you for being a member for 38 months. I remember when my grandma had COPD. And she would freak out, if we had storms and the electric went out and her oxygen, even though she had her little portable oxygen tank, just the thought of running out of oxygen would make her the breathing even be worse because she was getting anxiety and stressed out about the thought of not having her oxygen. The point is, most people be terrified, but she thinks the shit's cute. She's like, you ain't see me. I'm going to strap on my CPAP for an oxygen. Isn't this great content, guys? If that's how you want to do it, fine. Yes, we're here for the clown show. Absolutely. Hey, Tweet T. Big Bertha says, when you stay at home, it gets harder and harder to leave. Elders even at least go visit fam and go to the doctor. And you know what? That's a good point that you make there. There's something called Senior Day, and I'm sure probably in all areas, but specifically here in Southern Indiana for where all the seniors they get their transportation and their nurses and from the nursing home or whatever, and they go out and they do their shopping. I'm sure they look forward to that day every single week. The little bit of time that they get to get out and get back to a normal life. Foodie, I think she's going to be content just not leaving wherever she is, whether it be Smede's basement, whether it be a nursing home, wherever she ends up. But I can promise you this much, it's not going to be her own apartment. She's not going to be able to financially afford it. It's not going to happen, especially if she doesn't get her YouTube monetization back. Big Bertha, thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Chuck. I was driving, so I haven't looked at my phone yet, but I lost it when I saw Foodie on the screen. She lines up to Roz's chest from the thumbnail. The thumbnail was a fucking banger. That hoe, I'm telling you, I watched the majority of that stream yesterday of her just so excited about her new relationship. It is top tier content. We have to talk about it. Chuck, thank you for the super chat, hon. Good to see you. Hey, Ellie. One Son woman. Maybe she's finally embarrassed. X to fucking doubt. X to doubt. Thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Kataria. Thank you so much for becoming a poor piece of crap. We appreciate you. She's annoying, yes. This isn't necessarily about, like, they're all annoying. Amber's the worst probably at all as far as when it comes to being annoying. But it's just about the life, the shit show that they're willing to show everybody. It's not even that. It's the delusion of her. Do you guys, let me tell you this. Let me just paint this picture because I don't know if you all are actually seeing it for the way I'm seeing it, okay? When she's telling this story and you would have to literally torture me to get this information out of me, okay? I just want to start there. So she met this person, whoever he is, I'm assuming some kind of singles dating line, doesn't matter, right? So she goes to Texas from Florida. She flies to meet this guy. Okay, fair enough. But when she told the story about how she was in the airport and how she used wheelchair assistance, not only was she in a wheelchair, but there was somebody. Now, this is the first impression that you're meeting this person that you've been talking to on the phone or whatever. This is their first impression, and their first impression of seeing you in the airport is you in a wheelchair and there's another woman pushing you. I cannot for the life of me. Why would you even come to the internet and tell anybody that she's significantly younger than Chantel and is embarrassing. We give Chantel so much shit and as she well deserved, right? But to think about somebody who's like 6-7 years younger than her, maybe even more, okay, who has ate themselves into a position, or at least she claims. I mean, if you were in enough shape to get yourself off of your kitchen chair into the airport, fly this plane, get to the other, why the fuck did you need wheelchair assistance? So not only did you get wheelchair assistance, you actually had an assistant that was pushing you around the airport to meet your internet boyfriend that you had never met before. And she's smiling and she's doing her makeup and she's telling this story like, yeah, this was great. This is our first time. Just like, and for her, it doesn't click. Like, it's not clicking the words that are coming out of her mouth and how fucking horrifying this story actually, like, this is what nightmares are made of. It's an actual horror story, a real life documentary horror story. And she just thinks it's the best thing ever. She's like, yeah, we're official and everything. And I'm like, So you had somebody push you in a wheelchair because you've ate yourself into that position and you're really fucking proud of yourself. So much so that she's just as shocked as we are that somebody is actually willing to fucking make it official with her. She doesn't understand how bad this looks on her. She's like, it's official. I had to come to the internet and tell all of my trolls all about my brand new shiny relationship because you motherfuckers are going to be as shocked as I am that somebody actually wanted to fucking wife me up. You're right. It's true. Anyways, Kataria, thank you for being a member, hun. Hello, Lo Birdie. I work in a nursing home as a kitchen manager. Please don't send her my way. I don't have the budget to feed her. No, you won't have to worry about that. The people in the nursing facility that eventually will have to deal with Chantel, they don't have to increase their budget to feed her. What they'll have to deal with is her outrages and her who knows what she's going to do once she's told no, that she can't come back around for seconds, and no, you can't sit around and eat all day. I'm sorry, it's not included with the nursing home fees. That's it. That's all we got. So she's going to lose her shit, which means she's going to become violent. That's the kind of shit that you're going to have to deal with. Thank you for the support, hon. Tantrums, yes. Yeah, they'll probably kick her out. You're right. So again, that goes back to what I said. Eventually, Smee, you're going to have to deal with her. So you could have went ahead and tried to get, whip her into shape somehow, or you're just going to wait until like you absolutely are forced to deal with Cutie. And that seems like what she's going to do. This is only partially a joke. That's exactly how it's going to happen, Manning. And we're going to get to a point, whether Foodie ends up in a nursing, she's going to end up in somebody's care. Okay. Regardless, even if she goes to the hospital, whether she goes and have to live with her mom, something is going to snap to where Foodie is in somebody's care, and then somebody is going to be forced to tell her no. And when they are forced to tell her no, that's when all hell is going to break loose. I just hope when that moment comes that they have a camera and they're live streaming that shit. That's what I want to see. And that's why the rumor about Salah keeping Foodie sedated, like, I can believe that shit. Who wouldn't? Like, if you were a relative or in a relationship for whatever reason with Foodie, wouldn't you keep her ass sedated too? Absolutely. Who would want to deal with that shit? Jamie says the lure is he saw one of her podcasts and emailed her. Oh, yeah, because she brought him some kind of, wasn't it something from her podcast or something like that? That sick fuck. So he's a sicko is basically what you're saying, Jamie. Not shocked. Ugh. Thank you for the support, hon.
Why do we always throw away the skinny part of the cucumber? It's kind of discriminatory. Maybe God is canceling the trip because he's like,
I don't know what you're talking about. Like Barbecue Chillin' said in the text there, you normally just cut off the ends. It's just a little piece, just a little sliver, if you will. Foodie, I know Smee didn't teach you very much, but that was way too much. That was a waste. Hey, Deb.
you're not going to be able to go in the Batu caves. So you need to get your shit together. Do I need cheese on it? Honestly, yeah. $1 something instead of 8 for cans of Coke. The dressing today that I'm using on my salad is Catalina. And life, I don't like using only
Not shocked. You love to drink that shit.
2 tablespoons. Too bad. The recommended value. Oh, gotta watch a fork. I cut my gum on a Captain Crunch. I'm suing. Made a huge salad.
Bro, you said that the other day. You were talking about that shit the other day. Do you still have that Captain Crunch stored away in your bedroom with the sour milk? Ugh. She left the milk out all night and she was asking ChatGPT whether or not the milk was still good or should she throw it out. Do you know how tiny her apartment is? I feel like we had the same conversation the other day as how fresh this whole story is. Minnie Mew, hello. I'm down 50 pounds from 200 to 7. Hell yeah. Excited to continue the progress. Congratulations, girl.
Good for you.
And thank you for being a member for 7 months. Yes, she left the milk out because she was too lazy to get out of bed and go put it away when the refrigerator is damn near right next to her bed. It's crazy.
Oh, I'll have a sub maybe tomorrow. I'm adulting today. I made a salad. What the hell is that? Ew, I really let myself go. Cheese! Thumbnail. Someday.
I'm trying to figure out what's so funny about this.
What the hell is that? Ew, I really let myself go. Cheese!
How do you think that she eats in bed? Because obviously there's a lot of eating in the bed that happens. We've seen the pot pie. She's talked about the cereal now. I'm just trying to, is she laying on her side? She is, right? Because her TV is on the windowsill. And so in order to watch our TV, like for us, like our TV is straight ahead. So we have to, like set straight up or lay down, like, like the TV is straight ahead. You don't turn on your side. Foodie's is on her, it's on her windowsill. So she's still sealing in bed and she's sitting there eating all of that food. I guarantee her sheets and her bed are just full of fucking food and oh, it's horrible.
Thumbnail. Someday. I have a doctor's appointment
Hey, sweet sea monster.
tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to say I've had to take a lot more insulin than was originally prescribed because my eating is crap. But you guys,
I don't think that's how that works, sweetheart. I don't think that's how that works, honey. Where is your mother? Isn't she familiar with how this works? Shouldn't she be helping you through this? Why would you be taking more insulin because of your bad eating? You're not supposed to do that. She's so thrilled. She can tell that story about the insulin and sit there publicly and just show off the crap food that she's eating. Was that a dishwasher reference? I don't know.
thumbnail. Someday. I have a doctor's.
Oh, yes, that was a dishwasher reference. You're right. I don't understand how she sits there, cuts a pizza on her couch while her whitish couch, mind you, I don't know either.
Appointment tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to say I've had to take a lot more insulin than was originally prescribed because my eating is crap. But you guys,
What do you think your doctor's going to say to you? Are you honestly telling your doctor that? Okay, so for people in the chat who are familiar with this, because I'm really not, I have no idea what happens if I was to say, if my doctor prescribed me insulin because I have diabetes or whatever, and I'm like, hey, doc, hey, I know I'm 15 days early before I need another prescription of insulin, but I have had to take more than you prescribed because my eating's been crap. And so when my numbers go up, I just go ahead and jab myself with an extra thing of insulin, right? Do you think that they would tell her, no, you can't do that, that it's dangerous? Or are they going to say, oh, no problem, we'll just give you some more? I don't know how that works. Sking, that was funny. Seattle Sapphire says, tell her no, have zip ties and duct tape ready. That's what they should do. I am so here for, and I don't care. I don't care what the outcome is, even if she gets healthier and she has a better life. I think it would be so fucking funny to see where somebody is putting control of Chantel's life and they tell her no. The absolute meltdowns that she would have would be fucking chef's kiss. It's very dangerous. You can overdose on insulin. Oh, yeah, that's right. I've heard somebody say that. You know, I've heard, never mind. It doesn't matter. Saying that on Kick again and eating pizza for a family. Oh, yeah, it's wild. Seattle Sapphire, thank you for the support. She had a huge salad, this pizza, then a donut. She hates herself.
What if I go lay in bed with my CPAP for like an hour? It's not oxygen. It's just more comfortable. Like, it's a comfort thing. When I lay down, I have
the comfort thing. Are you telling us you're using your CPAP like a damn binky? That it comforts you? What about that CPAP is comforting? It looks horrific. If I had to sleep with something like that strapped to my face every night, then I think I'm going to be forced to do what I need to do to get that fucking thing off. That looks horrifying. That looks terrifying. I don't see where the comfort comes in by having that. And it's huge. It looks like the damn scuba divers when they go down in the water or whatever, and they got this oxygen thing on their face. You know, imagine sleeping with like that with something on. No, thank you. I don't want anything on my face. No, ma'am. Ellie says she would steal from other patients. Dude, she would do like she did when they had her in, not juvie, but when they had her in that home, that whatever for out of control teenagers in Canada. Remember when she told the story about stealing the salami? This motherfucker stole an entire log of salami when she was locked away in Canada for out of control teenagers because fat group homes. Sorry. So yes, you're right. She would steal from other patients. Absolutely. Even when she was in the hospital, when she, I guess before she went to the group home, remember when she talked about taking the food from that girl? We're not going to get into because the feds are watching, obviously. So there's things that we can't say. Yeah, that's never mind. That's crazy. Ellie, thank you for the support, hun. Hello, Ashley. Overdosing on insulin can be fatal. I'm following a trial about this very thing. What are you doing, girl? So you're calling your doctor. You're having conversations with your doctor. There's no way you're being honest because there's no way that a doctor, if that's the case, would continue to be like, oh, no problem. Take more, sweetie. Here you go. That's fucking wild. So more than likely, they're not going to give it to her then. So she's going to have to wait until she's her actual prescription date, whenever she can refill on that date. So what are you going to do in the meantime? That's the question. Thanks for coming in, Shenanigans. Have a good night. Ashley, thank you for the super chat, hun. Hello, Kimmy Jade. I have a CPAP and it does help you to relax, to sleep. You are never supposed to use it for other than sleep. Yeah, that's crazy. So she did it so she could go ahead and rest a little bit so she could get enough energy to get her mobility scooter out and drive it in the freezing cold to go get herself, you guessed it, a chocolate donut. Kimmy J, thank you for the support, hon.
to wear it. It's more comfortable. So when I lay down and scroll or watch something, I just pop on the CPAP. Okay, let's just put the CPAP on for like 20 minutes and then we'll put the scooter together. Why is it sad? I use a CPAP every day. The fuck? Don't be judgy. I'm not sleeping. I'm just resting.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I have a community that there's quite a few guys. That's fine. Hey, look, whatever. If you got to do what you got to do so you don't die, motherfucker, it is what it is, right? But again, no, ma'am. No, I don't think so. Doc, what can I do so I don't have to do this? Because I don't think so. No way.
Guys, I don't know what I want to do with my life. It's more than half over. Yeah, I want to get a van and convert it, I think. And bring BG. What kind of life is this for her, too? Ew, it smells like cow shit. I can't be modest. I try. I feel bad about myself. Is that Red Baron pizza is a personal size pizza, right? Looks like one.
Snarky says they'll probably give her more insulin this one time and let her know you can't do that in the future, but they won't do it again. They'll maybe a one-time exception since she's new. Okay, maybe. Girl, this is what you're doing with your life. Yeah, this is it, Chantel. This is the highlight of your life. There is nothing after this.
Definitely not. I cut it in four slices. But I guess if you make smaller
Did she cut that pizza in 4 slices? That's wild.
Slices, it could be 8.
Are you fucking dumb?
2 slices is 2. I was really hungry. That's the problem.
You're always really hungry, bro. That was a regular pizza. It was a regular size pizza in the frozen pizza section that you get at the store. It wasn't like a Tostino's or a personal pan. That was a regular fucking pizza, bro.
But I slept all day. But I had shrimp and rice at about...
Okay, so this is her talking about this morning. So she's talking about this morning in this video earlier that day. Okay, just so we're following along. She talks about having shrimp and rice. This was after she had the Subway and the Popeyes chicken. So she had the Subway, she orders Popeyes, and then she gets off her live stream and she's on the phone with Salah or whatever. Then she has rice and shrimp. She doesn't mention that. She doesn't mention that all of this was in the same day, like in the same couple of hours.
That's the problem, but I slept all day. But I had shrimp and rice at about 4 a.m.
So at 4 a.m., that's what she was eating. Again, I have to repeat myself. That was after the Subway. That was after the Popeyes. And then at 4 a.m., this is what she's doing. When she's not sleeping, she's up and she's eating. She's eating around the fucking clock. And then she's finally going to sleep at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And then here's what's so fucking crazy about Chantel. So she's waking up at like 5 or 6 o'clock. Okay. And she's like, oh, it's 5 or 6 o'clock and I haven't even eaten yet. Well, you just went to bed at 10. So you're sleeping your normal amount of hours. But to her, because she's awake at 5 or she's just waking up at 5 or 6, that gives her every excuse to order this meal and then order another meal and then eat another meal because she needs to make up for the amount of time that she was asleep. This is insanity. Absolute insanity.
3:30 maybe. I sent a picture to Salah. He's like, that's a hefty suhoor. Well, you didn't say, I don't know. That's all I had.
So Salah's even judging you. And Salah wants your your Kick coin. That ought to tell you. It was so much rice and shrimp that he was like, God damn.
Before I did groceries, I had some shrimp and a little bit of rice. Leave your portion comments, dear.
Well, no way it was a little bit. Salah was saying that shit.
Oh, no. He's the worst for that.
What she does is stay up and live stream when Salah is asleep. And then that's when she B-words. Yes. And then Salah gets up and she video stalks him. Absolutely.
The worst. But sometimes he would be.
She's not embarrassed. Like, I think, again, she eats more now that she's alone, like alone, but she'll still eat while she's video chatting Salah and stalking him. Absolutely. The best part of waking up is amputations in your cup.
But sometimes he wouldn't be. Like, he didn't have a problem with us finishing off a 15-piece of roasted chicken. And he ate like 9 pieces. I would have like 5. Not even kidding. Sometimes he'd be okay with the smoke, sometimes no. Yeah, sometimes he would make shisha for me. The other times you shouldn't do shisha. His uncle in Syria used to give him shit for letting me smoke shisha. I don't like that he smoked cigarettes at all. Fuck, his smoking was really bad. And
Didn't you just recently talk about Salah wasn't smoking that much because when you were going after big girl over there about smoking with your cat and people were like pointed out that Salah smoked in your house and you're like, no, he doesn't, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Syria, God, every time I would go clean out the Madafa at the end of the night from having company in there would be 3 ashtrays full of cigarette butts. That's how he goes so long without eating. It must be hard for him fasting and there's no way he fasts anyway.
My grandma did. That motherfucker was 90 pounds soaking wet, and she just sat around and smoked cigarettes and drank coffee all day. She never fucking ate, and she did. She just nibbled like a little bird or something.
But there's no way he's not doing it with his dad living there.
It's a thing. Like I feel like if you're a big time smoker, more than likely you're not fucking morbidly obese.
Ain't no way. So that must be hard for him. But yeah, it's true. If you're smoking, you're doing something else, so the food isn't on your brain as much. With my asthma, I could never smoke cigarettes. The shisha was still bad for my lungs, but the water vapor like made it like either trick my brain or something into thinking it didn't impact my breathing as much. The asthma is probably exacerbated by it, but bad asthma and breathing issues run in my family.
Yeah, no, that should tell you, like, she's dedicated, Bogan. She is fucking dedicated. If that motherfucker is 400, 500 pounds and she smokes 2 packs a day, that ought to tell you everything you need to know about her personality. So after she was on the CPAP and she had herself a little break or whatever and got some oxygen, I don't fucking know. She got the scooter out and she scooted over to the coffee shop where she got herself a crazy fucking calorie filled coffee and then a donut.
Just put you guys away for a minute.
She's at the Tim Hortons.
Because I don't think they want people filming in here, so. Oh yeah, I am muted. Sorry guys. It's too hard for me to scoot.
Do you see what I say about dedication? Like, I don't care what it is. I don't know what I would want that much to whip out a mobility scooter, put it together in the freezing cold in Canada at 10 o'clock at night to drive over there and get. There ain't nothing in this world worth that shit.
And hold my coffee. Chocolate pistachio coffee.
Yeah. Chocolate pistachio with the fucking Boston cream filled donut.
Yeah, I left you guys in the purse.
Meanwhile, she just told us how she's out of her medication.
People thought odd things. Yes. How many inches is a Red Baron 4-cheese pizza? 12 inches. How many total calories are in a 12-inch classic crust Red Baron 4-cheese pizza? 1,520.
Holy shit. 1,500 calories for that Red Baron pizza. And you know what? That's all empty calories. She got no nutrition whatsoever in that pizza. So what does that mean? She's going to be hungry immediately after she eats that shit. That's why she continues to eat. Because you got to remember, the foods that Foodie is eating for the most part, she's not getting any kind of nutrition when she eats. So her body is basically, I hate to even say it, but it's true. Her body is basically still starving. Like, her body is hungry for some kind of actual nutrition, and she just keeps filling it with junk. And it's just 1,500 calories for Red Baron pizza. Lord, take me now. She went over 2.5, and that's just what we've seen on that video. What do you think happened when she got off a live stream? She's malnourished. Exactly. Seattle says, I changed my mind. She's not going to Malaysia. Yeah, I think we were wrong. I don't think she's going to Malaysia either. Even if they could find a way and they could actually travel. Yeah, no. She's physically, she can't. I think she knows that. I think she's well aware. Even though Foodie is dedicated to getting one up on her haters, I think she knows how bad shit is. She's worrying about the wrong things. It's carbs. She's an idiot. Seattle, thank you for the support, hun. I wanted the trip too, Fondue. Hey, Buttercrumpet. Good to see you, hun.
Okay, let's add this up from today. 1,520. How many calories in a Boston cream donut from Tim Hortons? 240.
And again, right after the pizza, she had that donut. No nutrition whatsoever.
How many calories in a medium Tim Hortons chocolate pistachio cappuccino? 300. Oh, fuck. So we're at 2,060 calories plus
2,060. Oh my God. I want the breakdown. Has Sansa done the breakdown on that yet?
I didn't count my
I bet that's wild.
salad. So maybe let's say 2,300 calories today. No, the whole point.
And the thing is about that salad, I didn't get to see it. Barbecue Chillin' really didn't show it in that video. I can guarantee she more than likely used half of that bottle of salad dressing on that salad.
Right? Is to not.
Oh, that's right, Kimmy Jade. She did not include the calories from the extra cheese that she put on that pizza. Yep, you're very right about that. The donut was 480. Is that what she said? The salad was huge.
Eat anymore tonight. It still says flight to.
Butter Crumpet says, my theory is she's doing this to push Salah to letting her back to Syria because she can't be trusted alone. You could be right about that, Crump. I don't know. You think she can make it back to Syria? Hey, Scrange. She did not count her shrimp and rice. That was from, well, still in the same day. Oh my God, you're right. So the shrimp and the rice was at 4 a.m. Holy shit. I was going to say, no, that was the day before, but no, same day. So she had the shrimp and rice. She went to bed and she's telling us. And here's one thing about Foodie that we know is that she's waking up and she's eating snacks. She wakes up, she has to go pee. She's probably having herself a piece of bread in passing, okay? Please believe that. Something she's grabbing out of the refrigerator that she can stuff in her mouth really quick before she goes and straps a CPAP to her face and goes back to sleep. She's not including any of that. But what she's forgetting is that she told the internet that she had the shrimp and the rice. You didn't include that, Chantel. So add a bare minimum, because we know how much rice she consumed, a bare minimum of at least 600 to 800 calories on that total. And then all of the shit that she's not telling us. Meadowcat, hello. Chantel will never see Salah again or the outside of Canada. She's stuck. Oh, really? You think so? You know, that's where I've been. But again, I have to remember how defiant Chantel is and how she's willing to push through. I never thought that Kuwait would happen. I never thought Syria would happen. And she just kept proving us wrong. But again, looking at where she is now and how much her health has declined, you're probably right. She really, this time around, guys, I think she's too. And we say that every time that it's time for Chantel to travel. I want you guys to know that, okay? Every time she was in Kuwait and it was time for her to renew her passport or whatever, we would say, she's going to have such a hard time. How is she going to travel in her condition? Yada. We would say that, but this time we really fucking mean it. We really mean it this time that there's no way in Chantel's condition she can leave the country. Not going to happen. I think I'm with you on that one. And thank you for the support, hun. Hi, hey, Tuxedo Bowie. Reading calories is to get the feeders horny. Oh, well, yeah, that'll probably do it. Sickos. Thank you for the support, hun. You would know more than me, I guess.
Doha on my calendar. I seriously fucking hate Trump. For every other reason, but also, yes, because my flight. I don't care if that's selfish. Fuck off. I'm not going to travel to the US either until he's out of office. I've decided that.
Don't come here. We don't want you here.
No.
You're going to hate the next president too. Don't worry.
Way. Unfortunately. So if I do go anywhere for my birthday, if I don't travel, where could I go in Canada?
Your birthday is in what, like 15 days? Isn't our birthday the 28th? Where's Cancer Warrior? Foodie's birthday is in 15 days, 2 weeks. Where the fuck do you think you're going to go in 2 weeks, Chantel, other than 50 pounds more? That's it.
No, it's not because of you guys. It's because I honestly just like, I don't know. It's scary with him there.
The only thing that's going to happen to Chantel on her birthday is that Smee is going to come collect her cutie. She's going to take her to the Red Lobster where Foodie can eat all the Cheddar Bay biscuits that she wants. And then Smee is going to come back and she's going to clean her apartment and Chantel is going to take credit for it. There you go. Clocked it now.
I'm in his land and I've said some nasty shit about him. Who knows? And he watches social media. Imagine he watched my channel. I bet you the haters would flood his social media with his Twitter with.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I'm not fucking going there. Like there is like a dainty, like girly girl somewhere in me, a more feminine person, but there's also the opposite.
And I think she's really serious. Like I really think that Foodie thinks that she's that important that the president of the United States would actually fucking be looking for her whereabouts.
I'm like Jekyll and Hyde. Oh, it won't let me turn.
That is what we like to call an out of control type 2 Canadian narcissist.
The camera around for some reason. Hey. Hello. Uh-oh. Oh, no. You guys.
Damn, that wind is fucking crazy. Hey, Manning, I seen that you had some damage from that nearby tornado. That's crazy. Was it bad? Dude, the wind is so crazy here today.
Fuck.
Where is she at? She ate the dainty girl. Spite lies, it's true. All right, so look, we're gonna watch her kick stream, not all of it. We're gonna scroll through the Subway bees and then the Popeyes chicken bees, and then we're gonna skip over to Rosie. If she met Donald Trump, she would be a coward. You mean to tell me that you don't think she would have all that smoke for Trump that she's been talking on her kick channel? I mean, she claims she's about it. So I don't know. Are you telling me that she's just like her sister? I can believe it. It went from 88 here to snow the next day. The March weather is crazy. It really is. She ate the dainty girl. I know that's funny. Okay, here we go, guys. This was not yesterday, but the day before. Did you see Teardrop bragging about scamming Walmart deliveries? Fucking stop it. No, I did not. What did she say? Whose farts are worse? Between who, Corvid? Between her and Rosie? Oh God, that's a good one. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. I would die. I don't even want to talk about it. You guys can talk about that in the chat. You'll make me sick. Hello, Sarah. They do pay attention to your size at airports. She would need 2 to 3 seats for weight. They do have to calculate all weight for planes. She stuck 100%. Hey, yeah, that's right. That is very true. Wonder if there's any way to go back and see what Chantel's weight was at one of these airports she likes to frequent. God knows it's more now anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sarah, thank you for the support. I've been out in beautiful sun that turned into an almighty hailstorm and snow and wind and back to sun. Today is wild, dude. Our weather is crazy today too. She talks all that crap while streaming on a platform that created by a conservative. Hold on, I want to see what Fondue said. She claimed they didn't deliver. Stop it. So they refunded her. Then the order showed up. She was bragging about ripping them off. And that's the kind of behavior that will run it for everybody. I told you guys how now when you go and pick up your groceries at Walmart, at least how it is for us, you have to actually show a barcode. That tells me everything I need to know. That somebody was pulling some scamming shit at the Walmart grocery pickup, bitch. To where, because now you got to actually roll down your window and interact. Normally I could just hit the thing and on my, like on my van, and they know, like they see the door opening, they're just going to put the shit in the back. You don't have to do a whole lot of interacting. That's the good part about it. Now they got to come up there. They got to get their gun out. They got to try to scan it, and then they can't scan it because I got the screen fucking protector on there. And then they want a different kind of, it's like, just put the groceries in the back, son. Okay. And that's all because somebody was out here trying to scam. That's all it comes down to. Sarah, thank you for the support, hun. Taffy, thank you so much for joining memberships. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the official support group. Welcome, new member. Snowing in Seattle. Oh my gosh. Barcode is proof required here now too. Yeah, they're probably doing it everywhere.
Salt and vinegar.
I'm telling you what, if there is a will, there's a way for motherfuckers to scam somewhere. And then they don't realize that all you're doing is you're fucking it up for everybody else. Because they're not going to continue, obviously, to just keep getting scammed. Okay. Then they're going to make it difficult for everybody else. It's kind of like going to the Walmart. You go in the makeup section. Everything's, you got to go find an associate. Excuse me, I need a $3 fucking eyeliner over here. Do you mind sparing the time and unlocking the fucking case? That's because of theft. Same thing with socks and underwear and laundry detergent. I don't have time for that shit. No, thank you.
A little bit of a ketchupy taste.
Oh, yeah, Mavi, I agree with that. Walmart should definitely pay. I don't even know what Walmart pays, but I'm sure they could probably afford to pay more. I think probably all corporations should, to be fair.
It's hard to describe.
I think Teardrop literally looks up to Chantel. I think Teardrop's life is so miserable. And I think her conditions, like as far as like seriously, hearing her talking about not having a stove is very telling. Like if somebody, like you can get a used stove, or it used to be off the Craigslist or the marketplace nowadays for like $50. So the fact that I'm pretty sure the woman to this day does not have a functioning stove, that should tell you everything that you need to know about what the quality of life is for Teardrop. Seriously. So she looks at somebody like Chantel as probably inspiration of, something that she would love to be. Let that sink in. And that is the quality of people other than trolls that are in Chantel's chat. Just like that squeaky motherfucker. She's probably no different. Gary, hello. Hey, Yaba, I just want to say your commentary when Foodie Beauty met Squeaky had me dying. Also, I don't understand how she isn't embarrassed by her sad life. We all wonder that. And thank you for that, Gary. I appreciate you. And thank you for the support. That was a good time. That really was that was what we like to call a banger for sure. I went a Teardrop channel. Yeah. You know what, though? It makes you wonder why, because obviously that again, Scrange, I think that kind of is telling of how bad her situation is. Like it's that bad and probably that embarrassing that she's probably bedbound. And not only is she bedbound, and I'm not saying this to be mean or hateful, this is just what I pick up from what I gather out of, Teardrop talking in Chantel's chat, that she's probably very poor. Not that anything about that's funny. Very poor, very dirty, very large, very pathetic, all of those things. So she probably life is probably so bad for her that she could not imagine. She's not like Chantel to where she's probably too embarrassed to even show her situation. I think it's bad. Mrs. Muretta, hello. Ma'am, please. We need a full Tracy versus Turd Drop fight recap. Yeah, but I'm counting on you for this important coverage. And you know what? I've seen people talking about it on Twitter, and I really didn't look any more into it. I know that there are mod rivalry, whatever going on over there, them two going at each other. But I think what it comes down to is again, Turd Drop thinking that Chantel is her property. Tracy feeling like she's like better than Turd Drop because obviously Turd Drop's situation is so bad and Tracy knows it. So that's the kind of, do you know what I'm saying? To where Tracy, yeah, she doesn't want to be Chantel, but Turd Drop does. Chantel is an inspiration to Turd Drop, but Tracy just wants to be her number one mod. That's where they're different. And that's why the fight for the number one mod between those two is so, it's a cat fight. Exactly. But I didn't get all the screenshots in it or anything. Maybe tomorrow we'll see. Drama. Thank you for the support, hon.
Wow. Can't be all of those. So anyways, they have
Is she on dialysis? Tracy is? I missed that.
the all dressed sauce. Literally where?
Yes, exactly. Okay, Fondue says Tracy is on dialysis. That's crazy.
Americans do not have all dress. Yeah, I'm gonna get my food.
Hey, Turd Drop. Love the name change, girl. How do you guys know this? I had no idea that Tracy was on dialysis. Look at that computer still sitting there. I guarantee it's dead as a doornail.
BG13, BG16.
Yeah, but I don't know if we're gonna get to the right timestamps. I don't think I'm gonna have those timestamps. This is like a 6-hour live stream. I would be better to get it for you tomorrow and then bring it, or today and then bring it for you tomorrow. I don't want to just try to scroll through because we still got to get to the Rosie stuff. Let me figure that out and then bring the screenshots tomorrow so we get proper coverage of the Tracy and Turd Drop fight. That's going to be the better option. And thank you for the support, hon. She said it in chat.
BG13,
I'm surprised the couch is held up as much as it has, to be honest, Manning.
BG16. Grillos, bubbly.
Hey, Scar, are you in the same going to redecorate? Space Thin. Could you imagine? Oh my God. I can't even do it for the fucking humor in it. It's so cringy. Scar, this whole boyfriend arc, whatever you want to call it, with Rosie and I don't even remember the guy's name, but wow. You know what? I tell you this much. It's better than Rosie sitting in that kitchen wheeling around doing a whole bunch of nothing. I'm here for Rosie traveling in a wheelchair to Texas to meet some 20-year-old dude. I'm here for it all day. Rim job. Scar, thank you for being a member, hon. I appreciate you. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna get all the screenshots and all of the everything so we can cover it. Don't worry, we're gonna do it tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow sometime. Probably not in the morning, but sometime in the afternoon. And thank you for the super chat, hon. Remy, of course.
Sweet.
Oh, and he drives a convertible. That's right. I forgot about that. Wow.
Chili, sour cream chips. Okay. Which one is which? See the turkey. The turkey one has the all dress sauce. Maybe this one? No.
Freya, I heard Rosie talking to you in her chat. I knew it was you.
Bonus sandwich. It's just a 12-inch, like, with 2 different kinds.
Happy mama.
I have like
The amount of sauce on these subs is so fucking unhinged.
20 different sauces. That's the problem.
You would think, I guess, as long as you're paying for the extra sauce or whatever, they don't give a shit. You think they would get to a point to where it's just too much and they will refuse to do it, but not in her case. Plute says, imagine how low in the totem pole of your life you need to be to fight over being Foodie's best friend. I love it though. It's great. It makes for great entertainment. I can't even complain about it. Plute's good to see you and thank you for the support, hun. Big Bertha says, I know, speaking for all of us struggling with health, F you, Chantel, for not putting the fork down. No, Big Bertha, that's not our motto. What is our motto? Keep eating cutie. Keep eating cutie. Actually, we need to make bumper stickers. We got to get this movement going. It's got to be stronger than what we have now. Okay. Keep eating cutie. And then when you're out in public and you see a car with a bumper sticker that says keep eating cutie, you're going to be like, nobody's going to know but you. And you're going to be like, that's my fucking people. There they are right there. Keep eating cutie. And then your husband's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What does that mean? And then you got to explain all this weird fucking content that you've been consuming and watching probably for the last 8 fucking years. Yeah, honk and wave. Bertha, thank you for the support, hun. Oh, so it's not Freya from our community? Rosie has her own Freya who likes to put curses on people. It's not. Sorry about that, Freya. I was laughing. I was like, because I remember Yamano, the whole story with Yamano, how she got thrown out from over there or whatever. So I just kind of figured you were kind of like troll buddies. My bad. Apologies. You want a little bit of sandwich with that mayo there, Chantel?
Okay.
You can't, there's no possible, once you mix so many things together, there's either sweet or salty. There's no flavor there. You can't mix all these things together and then still have any other flavor other than sweet or salty. That's fucking it.
I can't tell.
Exactly. That was my point. Exactly.
Because I got ranch, Southwest sauce, all dress sauce.
Wait. Ranch, Southwest sauce, and all dress sauce. I'm pretty sure all of that, because you know how salty ranch is. So I know salt, right? Now, the other one, what did she say? Southwest. Isn't that somewhat spicy, but still really salty? So salt.
Okay. I can't tell. Because I got ranch, Southwest sauce, all dress sauce.
Oh, that just sounds ridiculous. That sounds so ridiculous. There's just no point. They're getting nothing out of that but just salt. The flavor has to be horrible. Dead ass.
4 and mayo.
And mayonnaise. Of course you did. What do you think the people who were making her sandwich thought? Wicked says, don't none of y'all be following my bumper home. Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. No squeakies allowed. Squeaky, you are always going to be the butt of the jokes around this community, just so you know. Wicked Crafter, thank you for the support, hun. Mrs. Muretta says, you will love the fight. Tracy went feral on Turd's ass and they had it out. Beezer said, don't fight mom and dad. Tracy's Dallas is mentioned for clout. No. So Tracy was like, here's how I can imagine how it went down, because Turd dropped, and she said something yesterday that I know that Chantel mentioned in the chat. Dude, every fucking day, Teardrop has a complaint about her fucking life. Maybe even a tornado was close to her area. I don't fucking know. I don't remember. But Tracy's like, you know what? You attention-seeking motherfucker. I'm so sick of your shit. Let me just remind the community that it's me, Tracy, TX, Racy, whatever y'all call that motherfucker. I'm the only one over here going to dialysis 3 times a week for 6 hours a day. That trumps everything in your life right now, Teardrop. You cannot compete with that diagnosis. And Teardrop's like, oh, yeah? Oh, what a bet? Mrs. Muretta, thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Draco. Teardrop is anagram for predator. Just saying. Really? Is that true? Tracist, yes. Is that really true, Draco? That's interesting. I had no idea, but thank you for the support, hun.
And still, there's not enough.
Squeaky needs to go away. She runs something that could have been the funniest rage ever. Exactly, Ashley. I agree with that.
No.
Hey, Cancer Warrior. Good to see you, hun.
I didn't get sub sauce. Yeah, sub sauce is good too. Pickles. Tickle my pickle.
Hey, Emma. Good to see you, girl. Happy Friday 13th, everyone. I got my coffee ready for this shit show. That's right, girl. And thank you for the support. She's got the whole fucking jar of pickles.
Yeah, I ate the shepherd's pie, though, like, throughout the whole day and night.
I mean, you ever think about going to bed and going to sleep and then not eating? I ate the whole shepherd's pie through the day and the night. Well, I'm not debating that. I believe it for sure. M says Teardrop moaning about putting pizza bites in her air fryer for her husband. I'm telling you, that bitch is miserable. I think you guys have no idea exactly how bad her situation is. But again, she's probably done that to herself. I don't even want to think about it. That sounds like a whole lot of her fucking problem. M, thank you for being a member for 4 months.
They are. All the dill? Hold on.
Oh, I'm glad you made it, girl. Hey, Shelly Ray.
Sorry.
She paused. She muted to fart.
They are.
Watch how she lifts her ass up off of that couch.
All
I'm not giving that away for free.
the dill? Hold on.
That is what we like to call foreplay. She's got mayonnaise on her mouth. She's muting so she can literally shit her pants. Dude, watching you push that out and lift your ass up off the couch is just as disgusting as if we would have heard it. It's just as bad.
They are. All the dill? Hold on. Sorry, PG. Hi, PG. Yep.
I don't know if you caught that. Tap it back. You can literally hear her slurping the sauce out of that sandwich. There's so much sauce in it. Hey, Christina.
Yep.
You hear that? It's like literally, you know, when she takes a drink out of a can and it makes that disgusting slurping noise, it was the same noise. There's so much sauce on that shit.
It was a pretty big pan, but it wasn't thick. What do you got?
Does that? She sometimes she won't, sometimes she will. She just conversation, honestly.
On your sub Teardrop. Like, what kind do you got?
Teardrop don't eat out. She don't eat out, girl. She watches you and does a whole lot of wishing.
No, she's over there.
That's crazy. Crazy sauce. You know what's crazy about that though, Freya? I don't think she ever did. I think they made that whole situation up. When Teardrop was talking about that one time she wanted that Whopper or whatever, and Foodie was talking about sending her one, and then they claimed that that Foodie sent her one. I think was it Tracy they were trying to make jealous? I don't think she actually ever went through. Does anybody know for sure? Because I'm pretty sure that they admitted that she didn't actually do it. And we all know that Foodie's too cheap, nor would Salah allow Chantel to buy food for somebody else in the community. No way.
One is turkey.
Teardrop pretends she's out at dinner with Chantel when she streams her eating.
Yeah.
No, the pizza was a different stream. So we went back. The pizza was actually from last night. This is the day before that. I know it's kind of all over the place, but 2 different days. Ashley says she needs the amount of sauce because she doesn't chew. Yes, as the community likes to call it, her throat lube. Ugh. Ashley, thank you for the super chat, hun. A Whopper tease.
Italian urban cheese bread. Habanero. Jack cheese. Turkey. Pickles, olives, lettuce, tomato. And like 4 sauces. Hi, Dragonfly. Hi, Belle. Teardrop. Fair enough, like you're eating it, you know? Yep.
So 3 hours later, orders the Popeyes.
Yeah, they're expensive a little
Crazy.
bit. Well, $9 for the 6-inch.
So $9 for that 6-inch, and she has another one. She got 2, and she didn't just get a 12-inch. She got 2 different 6-inch sub sandwiches, and then she had that shit delivered with chips and a drink. And I say that because of how much money this DoorDash shit is costing her. Foodie is literally willing to be homeless to order DoorDash. It's eventually going to catch up with her. It's eventually going to happen. She's not talking about moving to Corinth because she wants to go move closer to her family. She's saying that because she knows eviction time is right around the corner. You can't convince me of anything else. Hey, Langley, good to see you, girl. Y'all think about this. You order a 6-inch sub. You're starting yet by getting towards the end of that 6-inch sandwich, how full you are. I couldn't imagine eating another sandwich. It would make me gag. Girl, 3 hours later, she orders Popeyes. Again, DoorDash to her apartment door. That shit is insanity. Did you hear about the insulin? Did you hear about that? It's a lot. I especially guarantee for the people in the community, the diabetics who are on insulin, to hear and see this shit, you guys have to be shocked. Like, to personally deal with this shit in your life and then to see how careless and how dangerous she's living on her live streaming platform, wherever she is, for you guys specifically, this shit has to be crazy. Langley, good to see you, honey. Thank you for the support. She says it was a 12-inch sub, both of them. No, I think she got 2 6-inches. I really do. Hey, MC, good to see you, girl. I know MC knows about the insulin and everything, considering she also, because of her weight, has uncontrolled type 2 diabetes. So she can relate to this a lot. MC, sorry, but when you can relate to it, the community appreciates you even more. You said 12-inch, Stormy. So you're telling me that she got not 2 6-inch subs, that she got 2 12-inch? Because I know she has another one there too. But I thought she said that she got a 12-inch, but got 2 6-inch so she could get different. This is getting confusing. Just play the fucking tape.
I gave a $5 tip. After tax and the fees and everything, it was like $30.
I don't want to get into the tipping debate. All she's doing is trying to rage bait the community. That's all she's doing right now. We're not falling for it. She's trying to rage bait the community. You're tagging on some masks for the summer. Hell yeah. Mrs. Muretta says, I'm normie sized, and yes, I would order a 12-inch because delivery costs are high, but I'd eat 6 inches and save the other half for dinner. It just me though. Well, Mrs. Muretta, this is Foodie that we're speaking of here, the one who is out of their medication because fat. So don't forget that. Thank you for the support, hon. She has to work on Kick 3 hours to get $30. I was trying to do the math yesterday. She's only getting like 200, maybe 300 people in her chat. And I feel like 300 is like she's raging. Like some shit's going on. She's got more eyes on. Dude, there's so many different channels out here who are stream sniping Chantel on the preferred platform, which is obviously YouTube, that people don't have to go over to Kick. And knowing that she's getting paid for how many people are in her chat and she's getting paid by the hour, more and more people are going to the channels who are stream sniping her. Good reason, okay? So I would love to know, what is she making an hour over on Kick when she's got maybe 200 people, sometimes under that. Sometimes she's not even at 200 watching her. What do you think? Do you think she's making $20 an hour? Oh my God. That's crazy. She's a sub of a different kind. I'm not big, but I could take down a 12-inch. I'm not eating 3 hours later because that's fat. She got that second meal. Here's how she justified the Popeyes that she gets in a couple hours. Because she's been asleep all day, so she has to make up breakfast and lunch and dinner. She's making up the meals that she works sleep for and the time that she's live streaming.
That sounds good too, Teardrop.
People in her YouTube comments are saying they are watching reactors because they don't want to use Kick. Oh my God. I don't think are you saying that she's making 100 a day, Bubblegum? I don't think so. Not on Kick. I don't see it. That sounds realistic, Jen. I could see her maybe at 12 an hour. Again, Foodie's not even getting like 200 people watching her streams. So I would say 12, believe it or not, is on the high end. And you got to remember, shut up, MC. You got to remember, she even said the words came out of her own mouth that she would prefer to be on YouTube because she makes more money. And when we broke her shit down on YouTube for people, who kind of know and can estimate because they do YouTube, if you're a content creator, we were putting her pretty low as far as like what she was getting a month. So she's making even less over on the Kick. She ain't making $100 a day. She might make 50, 60, maybe.
Jackie, I'm not going to tip $10 on a friggin' $20 order.
Go get your own food. Go get your own food. It's winter time. It's nighttime. Go get your own food then, Chantel, if you don't want to tip. Go ahead.
Grip.
Foodie has this shit so confused, and you would think somebody who orders DoorDash as much as she does, she would understand this is not Subway who's providing this service. This is a completely different company. Like, she talks about using DoorDash. DoorDash is a third-party company that works with places like Subway or McDonald's or whatever. It's not Subway. You're not getting deliveries from fucking Subway. It's coming from a completely different company, Chantel. It is your place to provide tips to these and pay these people properly for delivering your food right to your fucking door. It's DoorDash, for fuck's sakes. The entitlement is just off the fucking charts, bro. It's hard to watch. Her talking about tipping culture, it's up there with her talking about American politics. I can't do it. It makes me too ragey.
I'm not responsible to pay someone's gas. What the fuck? Like,
yes, independent contractors, exactly. If she's not making 100 a day, she's not paying a rent or has a side hustle. Math isn't mathing. Ash, it is my belief that Foodie is not paying rent, and we are talking eviction bees incoming. I think, kind of going off what Butter Crumpet said earlier, and that was kind of my belief from the beginning, is that she is trying to talk her way back into the Syrian household, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I think she is just starting to realize that. And I think thinking about the whole Malaysian, I'm not going to believe that fucking Ron is paying for anything. No, I'm not. Ron is poor, okay? Ron is a fucking bum who's making maybe $10 over there being a co-host in the locale community. Ron ain't paying for shit. He can lie and make up things all he wants. We're not fucking believing it. Now back to Foodie, okay? So that whole Malaysian trip was Foodie's way to get Salah's attention. If you guys remember, right before that trip, before she planned that trip, she was really going through a lot of shit with Salah. Like, she was doing a lot of raging, a lot of crying. He's not giving her attention. He's not paying attention to her. And things shifted when Foodie, planned this trip to Malaysia. She was trying to buy him back without just directly giving him a bunch of money. She was planning a trip, getting him out of Syria, trying to get him to go I think that was all legit. And I think that was a way for Foodie to get back into Salah's good graces so she could possibly get back into the Syrian home. So now that all of that has kind of fucking been canceled, the Malaysian trip, obviously, because she's ate herself in a position, even if she was allowed to, she couldn't get on a plane. what's she gonna do if she hasn't been paying rent? Sofa King, aka Ron, is a weirdo. He's definitely not paying for shit for Chantel. I don't believe it. I don't believe Chantel's going to fat camp. I don't believe Keemstar paid for Foodie Scooty. None of that shit. You guys got to come back down to fucking reality, bro. Fondue says that's so true. Salah came in and promised a trip with the Beezers, and Cutie got pissed, and then she launched the storyline that Salah is paying a trip for her and for her birthday. Exactly. And I do think that she tried to set up a trip and did set up a trip to Malaysia, probably on fucking Afterpay or some shit like that. And then all that shit happened. And plus her health is so bad, she knows she can't go nowhere. I think she really started to get nervous just thinking about being on a plane for 19 hours. Oh, dumb over there didn't look up how long the travel was going to be. And the longer she thought about it, 19 hours on a plane in her condition, she probably was like, I probably should cancel that. Just stop all that shit. Darkest Coven says, I don't even believe Ron is Sofa King. There's a possibility he's not. No, you got to remember, old dude is definitely a clout chaser and will just go along and say anything. Big Bertha says he's not been in chat much since the flights have been canceled, or is it just me? You're right. You are so right about that, Big Bertha. You clocked it. Thank you for the super chat, hun.
Sometimes I tip 7, 8.
Also that, Tweety, that's a good observation as well. All the walking he would want her to do, going on those stairs. I think she started to panic.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, bud. That is a big tip. That's a decent tip. $5? How much do you tip?
I don't order DoorDash. It's really that simple. And I don't order DoorDash because I don't want to have to pay all those fees, and I don't want junk food delivered to my house that's going to be cold. So I don't do it. Chantel, maybe you should consider it. But if you are going to use the service, you should tip well. Ain't no way I want a motherfucker out here handling my food and I'm giving them $5 on a $30 order. No, thank you.
Probably $2.50.
Those people are going to love me. They're going to bring my food hot. It's not going to be touched. It's not going to be tampered with. None of that shit. I've been seeing some crazy videos on the TikTok with the DoorDash deliveries. No, thank you.
Yeah. People in Girl will talk like...
She gets all that tipping shit from Salah. I'm sure Salah has told her, don't, like, because he's really cheap. Like, in Kuwait, that's kind of what he does. And she's even said, like, he barters everything. He doesn't pay full price for anything. So I'm sure a lot of Salah's ways, not that Chantel isn't cheap already, but definitely have wore off on Chantel.
They all over tip. They're so full of shit.
You really want to be talked about? You don't think these people, these delivery drivers, aren't in communication with other delivery drivers? That there's not a Reddit forum out there somewhere with your face and a warning sign in front of it? Why would you take a chance like that? But you are willing to eat food and vegetables that you're not washing, and you'll let everybody handle your food. So I can see why you don't care if anybody tampers with your food. You don't give a shit. You're willing to roll the dice. You're like extra seasoning for me, baby.
Well, good for you, Jackie. Do you want a medal? Tip $20. Yeah, okay. Full of crap. I think you're full of shit, Jackie. I don't believe you.
You don't. Why do you think people are full of crap? Most people, I would say, now, again, I don't know. I would assume, like, for most people using DoorDash, it's probably like very rare. Maybe it's like a treat for them where they don't have to go out and get it. They can just have it delivered. So tipping for them, it's not that big of a deal because they're not doing it that often. How many people are really out here using DoorDash, not just multiple days in a row, but multiple times throughout the day? I would say that's probably pretty rare, but maybe not. Maybe there are a lot of people out there like Chantel who are ordering. Who could afford that? Who could afford living like that? That's crazy.
I don't even know why I bother asking an online random troll, but whatever.
I just financially, like the food aspect, put that shit to the side. Like financially, I cannot imagine multiple times a day having food deliveries to my house. I cannot. You literally are living to eat. So you wake up and you sit down in front of this camera, and that is your job. That is how you collect your money, just so you can do this. That's it. You don't have any savings. You don't have a car. You don't have clothes. You don't have shoes. Fuck, you don't have furniture because you eat it.
No, think I'm a bad person all you want. I don't care. 20% is standard if you're eating in.
No, I think 20% is standard, like across the board. Chantel, 20 to 30% is standard across the board. It's like, but I order multiple times a day, guys. How do you expect? That's not their problem. It's not their problem how many times you're ordering their service. The fees still stay the same.
Nice keychain, I wish. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, if there is an option for her to not leave a tip, here's the thing though, guys. If you can literally not leave a tip on DoorDash, she's not leaving a tip. If she's telling you that she's giving 5, she's giving fucking 2, if that. She's not tipping these people. She just wants to say that so people don't give her a bunch of shit. I don't need to tell you guys if I have a fucking grocery order delivered, how much I tip. I mean, people, that doesn't make sense. But the fact that it's the first thing out of her mouth, how much she's tipping, is because that's her guilty fucking conscience. That's all it comes down to. Chantel's not tipping these people anything. She's like, whoever they're employed by, they should be the ones who pay. Well, that's just not, unfortunately, it's not how it works, Chantel. And you enjoy these services, so you don't have to leave your home. Hello, Poops McGillicuddy. Good to see you. Hi, Yabba. I sent my friend Boof a screenshot of Foodie eating Subway, and he thinks Foodie Beauty smells like soggy nacho cheese Doritos. Wow, that was very specific. I don't know that I've ever smelled soggy nacho cheese Doritos, but I'll definitely take your guys' word for it. Thank you for the support, hon. Part of her addiction is chewing like a kid. There's so much that goes into her issue with food, bubblegums. I mean, the chewing, the ordering, the tipping. I think it wets her puss not to tip these delivery drivers. You know, that's just part of the game that she's playing.
If it goes by percentage for what this meal cost, I overtipped. There you go.
I don't believe that either.
Everyone hating on Chantel can't even afford a monthly sub. Exactly. There you go.
What does her tipping her delivery driver have to do with the monthly sub? What does that have to do with people affording a monthly? I don't understand the comparison, but okay.
Always the one with no sub talking shit and virtue signaling.
Flutes, exactly. Like this is coming directly to your door. And again, it's not through the company. It's a completely different. So I don't get it. I really don't. She's poor shaming. Plutes, thank you for the support, hon. She's poor shaming. She's rage baiting. You have to remember, like, a lot of people do dashing on the side. Like, they're delivery drivers on the side. They have their regular 9 to 5 and maybe after work or on the weekends, they're doing, Walmart deliveries or DoorDash deliveries or whatever just to make extra money. So imagine the amount of people who are listening to this shit, whether you're a part of her community or the reaction community, and you're triggering the fuck out of, because that's how they make their money. It's crazy. It's like, you might just want to shut up, Chantel. If you feel that you've done the right thing by only tipping your driver the amount that you're tipping, then just don't say anything. But you're purposely coming out here to get people upset and get people in their feelings, just like she did with the other shit. With the politics and everything. She knows what she's doing when she does this shit. Yeah, she makes so many people mad. She's one, and that's why I think like she's more talked about. I feel like, is she more talked about than Amber now? I mean, Amber used to, I feel like, be the really popular girl, but she's kind of lost that title. But it's because Foodie is so willing to go out here and put herself in these positions and poke the bear on these sensitive topics. Like, if she feels like she did the right thing by tipping these people $5, there's no reason to bring that shit in the internet, because she knows that people are going to be triggered by that, but she does it on purpose. She wants to fight. If she doesn't fight with the community, if she doesn't express these emotions, and we've talked about this before, as a natural, normal human in society, the way we function is by expressing emotions, happiness, sadness, anger, all of that shit. Foodie is stuffed alone in an apartment. She doesn't get to express herself whatsoever. So the way that she vents her anger and her frustration is by rage baiting her community with dumb shit like this, with the tipping culture and the fucking American politics. It's something that she does by saying the R word. She knows how many people disagree with saying that shit, and she does it anyways. And she knows how many people she's going to upset. She could just not say it. If you want to use the R word, well, then by God, use it all you want and do it behind the fucking closed doors and off the fucking internet. But she's got to rage bait her community. She's got to trigger people so she can vent these fucking frustrations that she has. Nobody wants to listen to her. She can't. When you need to vent, when you've had a bad day or a bad week or something happen in your life, you more than likely have somebody that you fucking vent to. Who does she have? Who the fuck does she have that's listening to her? You think she can text, I don't know, Shannon? Shannon, girl, you got a few minutes. I really need to vent my frustration about Salah and what's going. Even if she fucking did. Even if these people are going to be willing to listen to her vent, they're going to be like, this motherfucker is psychotic. You're venting about a romance scammer in Syria? Goodbye. And they're not going to take any more of her phone calls. So that's why she is one of the only people who will come to the internet and do that weird shit. She has no other outlet but her community. Let that sink in. Again, when is Chantel going to get her karma? She's been living her fucking karma for years at this point.
I don't know. You tell me, Tiddlywinks. I'm not the one making a fuss. I never make a fuss. I just live my life.
Right.
And now people are going to make a 20-hour-long video on tipping $5.
You're not wrong. It's funny because it's true. Hey, Guppy. F this B. Bring on Rosie. Okay. Hold on. We're almost through it, Guppy. We're going to get to it. It's 11 o'clock. I can probably spend an extra hour with you guys today. Thank you for being a member for 43 months, son.
Go for it. I don't care. I really, just so you know, I don't care.
We haven't seen Salah a whole lot since the trip has been canceled. I mean, he's not going to get his free vacay in Malaysia. Then what the fuck does he look like coming and say, hello, guys, when he's got other shit to do?
What do you think about me?
I'm looking for another YouTube fucking death fat to scam.
Subway.
True, Kyle. There's so many different topics just with Chantel that somebody could sit down and make a video on, and bitch, I'm gonna be watching every one of them. Like, yep. I mean, so what? We like this shit.
So while you're talking shit, yeah.
Oh, guys. Hasn't even got out the second sandwich. We gotta at least see the second sandwich, okay? And then we're gonna see the Popeyes order that she did.
Okay, this one is.
See, Tweet T, I mean, let me post your comment. People they be complaining, we need to read out the comment that you responded to. Yeah, but we can't follow along. Okay, fine, fair. Tweet T says maybe she's lost interest in him because there is no being together in the end of her fantasy. I would like to agree with that, but I feel like Foodie is so fucking far gone with this Salah situation. I think she's going to ride it out to the end, and so is he. You got to remember that she's finally found a man that's willing to play along. Like, again, he's in it for the long haul, and so is she. I think she gets frustrated about the situation, absolutely, and obviously that comes out in her anger and, you know, her community. But she's still, even though she can't physically be with him, he's willing to do FaceTimes every so often. God only knows what's happening on these phone calls. So she's going to keep going. She's going to keep going until either somebody else comes along or until he fucks off, whichever will happen. And who knows? Plute says, yes, this fatso wants to chat to tip for nonsense. Exactly, Plutes. And thank you for the super chat. Corvid says, literally, here's $5 for your perfect Salah imitation. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. See, I'm not going to give it away too often. All right. We always get a lot of requests for Gunthers or whatever. That's what makes it extra special. When I don't do it that often and out of nowhere, all of a sudden, boom, Gunther's back. Or boom, there's Salah's imitation. Everybody's like, yes, that's the best ever. Corvid, thank you for the support, hon.
A brisket thing.
Brisket, huh?
Looks iffy. Let's see.
You got a little bit of brisket and a whole lot of bread. You basically paid for that hard-ass, stale-ass bread with a little bit of brisket, just so you know. Yeah, you could just make one. It'd be way better than that shit.
I know. Pay people more money.
Street Carp, I cannot believe that you're not into this new era of Rosie. Like, for me, wait a minute. I'm just trying to let that comment that you just shot off in my chat sink in. Give me a second here, Street Carp, because I'm trying to process what you just said in my chat, okay? You said Rosie is so boring. We've been watching Chantel eat Subway for 2 fucking hours. 2 hours. This woman hasn't moved off of her motherfucking couch, ma'am. She's been eating the same delivery order for damn near 2 hours. You got the audacity to fucking shoot off in the chat of how boring Rosie just traveled to Texas to be with a 20-something-year-old, either mentally disabled person or a complete fucking degenerate. All right. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, that is your opinion and you're entitled to it. So there's that. I'm just, wow. Okay. She who shits herself says, I too have missed your hello, guys. See, that was a setup and that's fine. It was worth it. I can be bought. Thank you for the support. She who shits herself. I'm excited for the Rosie storyline. Dude, I'm sitting there watching this shit yesterday. I didn't go live because I'm still fucking with that stupid desk of mine, okay? I had to completely restain it and then finish it and all of that shit. And this fucking desk is so massive, bro. Once I finally got the legs put on yesterday, I realized what a dumb move it was to get this desk because it's fucking massive. It's like supposed to be a countertop that I've put legs on. Okay. That's the only word. It's fucking massive. So anyways, I'm out in my garage and I'm fucking with this desk or whatever. And I've got Rosie on my TV out there. And I'm literally in tears of how ridiculous this whole situation is. This is a 30-something-year-old, 600-pound woman who has traveled to meet this significantly younger guy. And the first time that he sees her, she set her big ass into a wheelchair that had to be pushed by somebody else. As funny as Foodie is in the mobility scooter, if she would sit in a wheelchair and let somebody else push her and then Salah be filming that, because according to Rosie, vlogs are coming and all of this was vlogged. Their first, meeting, their first time seeing each other. I am here for all of it. All of it. Anywho, that's not the point. Back to you, Chantel. We have a lot of complaints in the chat that people would like to watch you finish eating your Subway and I should shut up talking about Rosie. So sorry. Yes. Remy filmed it. Yes. Yeah, I filmed it. But upload it for us to see. Right.
Mm-hmm. Hey, 1960. There's
barely any fucking reactors anymore. I feel like everybody for the most part's been ran off the internet. There's plenty of room. The more reaction channels, the more clip channels, the more people talking about our community, the more, I've said this a million times, the more we benefit and the more we grow together. I feel like that a lot of our channels, they just kind of like, they stop growing for a certain amount of time because there's not enough people talking about it. Like we're such a, what's the word I'm looking for? Where there's, but like the more people talking about us, the more people making videos, the more new people that are being brought in, the better that everybody does. No, it's not oversaturated by any means. I feel like if anything right now, I feel like we have the least amount of creators that we've ever had in Girl World. A lot of people kind of pissed off. They got tired of it. They didn't want to deal with a lot of the bullshit that you have to deal with in Girl World. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I watch the Rosie reactors constantly. I do like the Rosie content. I really do. I enjoy it. I didn't really get into her when she lost her monetization or whatever, because there's only so many of the death fats that I'm going to actually follow around a different platform. Chantel being the main one. But now that she's back on YouTube and she's got the new love interest, I'm hooked again. I'm hooked. Every so often I would check in through Scar's channel. Like back in the day, MC used to make videos. I don't know if you guys know that, but MC used to be a creator. And MC's twist to Girl World was that she would do dishwashers recipes. and do them how they were supposed to be cooked. Mm-hmm. No, we need more people in the community. We don't have enough creators.
$59. Oh, PJ. Thank you. Thanks, PJ. Appreciate it.
Right? Tea Overflow. Back in the day, you could watch Foodie Beauty reactors all day. There was always someone live. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Or back when people were doing a lot of recorded content, like there was always new videos coming out. Yeah, if you guys are really committed and you're thinking about making a channel, fucking don't hesitate. Make one. Big Bertha says different people have cool views others may not think of. I've thought about doing it. I just haven't yet. And that's another thing. Like you might think do you know how many people watch Pulpy, watch me, they'll watch Scar? We're all covering the same shit. But do you think that we're saying the same things? You might have seen this video with Chantel 6 times by the time you're done. And Charlie too, going through all of the different reactors and clip channels and shit like that. But you're going to get something different from everybody, you know? So yeah, if you guys want to make a channel, don't fucking be scared. Just do it. Girl, you should. That video that you put up on Twitter where you did your little parody of Squeaky was fucking hilarious. Big Bertha, thank you for the support, hon.
I don't even know what's on this. Smoky mustard. Bunny's
another one. Every time I talk about like people who used to make content, Bunny used to make the best fucking content. And this was back before, for me anyways. I don't even know that Foodie Beauty was doing content. Maybe she was and I just wasn't watching it. But Bunny had the top tier fucking reactions to the Slaytons. It was, dude, she would have you in tears. And then she just, something about her software and her computer, and she just said fuck it and couldn't be bothered. Michael B. Petty. There's so many different people.
Bourbon sauce, brisket, onions, fried onions.
Yes, 31 frames. You're a channel that does foodie content. Scrange is another one. I'm always listening to Scrange in the background. I don't normally chat in everybody's chat because I don't want to come in there and be like a distraction. Milky. There's so many different creators. If you hear me saying names, I try to mention different ones. I really just try to whore around the community and listen to different shit and hear different people's opinion. That's how I get around. Everybody know about Dank Fupa's whereabouts? No. See, that's another. Chicken Pickle. I will always say Chicken Pickle, though, is one of my favorite reactors. They fucking nail it every time. Whenever they piss off Sansa has a completely different spin on the community. Whenever Chicken Pickle pisses off and she's not doing content or whatever, I'm like, she does top tier reactions. Love her so much.
Some kind of sauce.
Sin and Sass, that's another one. Sinatra Says and Sassy Shelly, they come in the chat. They do content too. Ellie says, Foodie Beauty is my favorite show. I use your reactor channels to talk about it because I'm too ashamed to bring this to my in real life friends. You honestly, Ellie, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, you should be. Oh, there's very few people that you're going to meet. I'm just being honest with you, okay? In your real life, that's going to give a shit about this kind of stuff. They're going to think you're weird. There's a big possibility they're going to judge you. So this is kind of like your safe space if you're consuming this kind of content because everybody else is consuming it too, right? So you don't have to worry about being judged. I don't mention this shit. There's few people in my real life that know that I have a channel and they don't fucking care. They don't watch. They don't care. We don't talk about it. They don't mention it. I don't mention it. It's very rare. Sam, I met her in the community. It's not like I just met her, in real life and introduced her to Girl World. No, it all came through this shit. Ragebone, I don't think I've heard of that one. Gorlick, I like Gorlick's content too. I watch Gorlick a lot. Ellie, thank you for the support, hun. Freya says, sub to Font for different content. Font Leroy has a very nice voice doing some story times. Yes, thank you for that reminder, Freya. Appreciate you and thank you for being a member. Midwest Bird says, appreciate how supportive you are of other channels. Like you in a community, like we are an actual community. A lot of, people who create content, they create content. They're not necessarily in a community. We are an actual fucking community. Okay. We're trying to get to a place to where we're not at odds with other creators. And I feel like, you know what? I feel like we're there, guys. I really do. And even if people don't fuck with each other, it's really that simple. They don't fuck with each other. I feel like the first time in a long time that we're not on no bullshit around here. And that's a really good thing for us. Thank you for the super chat, hun. Joanna says 2 subs in 1 sitting. Take me a week or more to eat 1. Oh my God. Heart exploding. Pathetic. And if I forgot what she was even talking about. Yes, Joanna, 2. And then she orders the Popeyes. We haven't even got to that yet. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. One of my coworkers saw it in my computer and asked me about her. No way. Really? That's crazy.
It's not bad. It's really good.
Content, yes.
Hi,
Lindsay
Jingle.
content.
Oh, see, girl. That's crazy. Well, I always tip. Never less than $5.
Never less than $5.
It depends.
That's the amount that she thinks she's safe with. Her fungal brains are
Which sub is
and she's like, lie now, say more, say more.
better? They're both good, equally. They're just very different. This is for food delivery, like a meal. If I order groceries and, you know, if I order groceries and I have a bunch of stuff, I'll tip like $20, $25. If it's a little bit of stuff, maybe 15. It just depends. I don't know.
You know, I think my coworkers believe I have a fat girl fetish.
Yeah, one time I ordered like $200 worth of groceries. I tipped like 25, maybe like.
She's not just cheap; she's a scammer. She's a scam. That's the thing with her. It's like she's not just cheap. You have to remember that she's a scammer. She's not just not tipping these people for their delivery. She's also calling and complaining and getting refunds for her food. It gets to the point to where you can tell when it's really bad. Like the other day, for instance, I can't remember where she ordered from, but they left something off of her order. And somebody said, well, complain and get a refund. She's like, nah, not gonna. That right there told me that she has been filing so many complaints about these food places that she was at a point to where she knew she better not fucking do it or they're going to ban her on that app.
Because they got to pick all that stuff out.
$5 on 100 order and I'm backing up over your food.
The bourbon is alcohol. Oh, thank you. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, well. Getting drunk tonight. Thank you. Stuff it.
The Sonic Diaries, exactly. And that's what we're witnessing right now. That she's such just a complete trash person that she's trying to convince people that she tips well. Not only do you not tip people, Chantel, you complain about your food so you get it for free. That right there. And you do it every single time to the point to where you've actually got banned off of these apps. When she was in Falafel Reacts is another good one. When she was in the Villa, I don't know if you guys remember, but she got banned. I think it was DoorDash because of all the complaints and the refunds on food that they had to ban her off the app.
Thanks for the gifts.
So she's due for a ban very soon.
Yeah, bourbon.
And you ought to know, Foodie, that you're in no condition to get banned. At least when you were in the Villa, you had the Kia. You physically were at a point to where you could leave your house and it wasn't that big of a deal. You didn't need a mobility scooter. Sweetheart, you ain't in that position anymore. I mean, just to go on your mobility scooter yesterday, you had to lay down, take a break, put on your CPAP, and then gunt off on your mobility scooter to get your donut. Things aren't getting any better, sweetheart.
Yeah, that makes sense, Larry.
You know what? It's so funny that you said that, Sweet Sea Monster. I know I'm not letting her play a whole lot, guys, but it's whatever. So yesterday, I told you guys I was listening to Rosie in the background while I was doing my desk. I treat their content, like even if I'm not watching through a reactor or whatever, I treat it like it's an R-rated movie in my house. Like before I leave the house or whatever, I'll make sure I don't leave my TVs on, or I make sure the YouTube app is completely closed out. So I'm not mortified because I knew my boys were due to come home and I had to leave to go pick up my daughter from school. So I'm not mortified if they come home and they see that shit playing on the TV. You would have thought it was an X-rated movie, the steps I go through to make sure that if they go to turn on the TV, that they're not going to put it on and there's going to be fucking Quirky or Chantel or Amberlynn or, oh, God forbid, one of my videos. I'd be mortified, bro. I'm so glad, and I feel like I forget this all the time. I'm so glad that for the most part, I know we have some younger people in our community, but I'm talking about teenagers, right? That they don't fucking care. They don't care what their 40-something-year-old mom is on the internet doing. That's cringe, bro. Okay? That's what they call dog water. They don't give a fuck. So I don't sweat it too much, but still, like, no, you can't see that. You can't hear it. Oh my God. Turn it off. Go in the other room. Hello, Kyle. Chantel's the first person to complain and destroy anyone giving her low super chats. Excuse me, sweetie, hump-a-lump. That's fucking hilarious, and it's true. Kyle, thank you for the support, hun. You're a 21-year-old teenager. Well, we do have like some people that are in their 20s. We are obviously the age. Okay, well, for me, my teenage boys do not fucking care, and I'm grateful every fucking day for it. Every day. Thank you, God. Thank you, Girl World Gods, for making sure that my kids don't fucking care and they don't want to know what's going on with the fat girl community. All right? You're about to turn 27. Y'all are just babies in here. Kyle, thank you for the support, hun.
Because I hear about, yeah, people don't tip at all.
Oh, you're using the fact that people don't tip to justify your little pissy ass fight. Well, there are people out there who don't tip. The majority of people probably just don't even tip. Okay, Chantel, keep justifying your actions as per usual.
I think if somebody came in to eat, if I was a waitress or if I was delivering food, and they explained, like, I literally only have this much money and they were really sorry.
Then you should go to Dollar General, get yourself some ramen noodles. You definitely shouldn't be going into a sit-down restaurant and spending money that you don't have on food. What are you talking about, Foodie? Again, where was Shmee, bro? Where was Shmee? These are things that you teach your kids. We go out to restaurants. My kids, they know, they see the tipping. They see how it happens, all of that. I know when my son goes out, he goes out all the time with his girlfriend. He knows the tip. He knows the tipping culture. How did your mom fail you to this extent? Because obviously your family very much, they were out in the restaurant. They were eating out. That you talk about, y'all go to the Red Lobster, dude. So how did she miss the fucking bar when it came to tipping? That is fucking wild sauce. Jesus Christ, really?
You know. What you?
What we're saying is we're not just a bunch of old hags in this community. I see everybody in chat talking about how old they are. So you mean to tell me that Squeaky and Foodie and Turd Drop over there, that they got it wrong when they call our community just a bunch of old hags? That's interesting. You'll be 35 for the 15th time in October.
The fasting took you out, eh? It's hard. I mean, it's not that hard when you wake up for sahur time, but I mean, iftar, but.
Why are you waking up and participating in any of this when you admit out of your own mouth that you're not fasting because of health reasons, because of health concerns?
The meal is free?
She doesn't participate in the fasting, but she's absolutely not going to miss an opportunity to sit down and have a meal. Got it.
That's nice, Laura. It's nice if people do above and beyond, but it's not like someone's a bad person just because they don't. You know what I mean? You never know what that person is going through, but I woke up at 5 today. It's like night shift bees.
I feel like this is one of the only communities, again, I say this all the time, that you can go to and you're going to have people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I don't know that I've seen anybody in their 80s, but I wouldn't be shocked by it. Seriously. Freya, you know what? They change shit so often. I don't even know if I could find it. Let me look for it today after the stream and I will. I want to say the last time, I might be able to look at it on my studio. The last time that I seen it, I think it was more like 30s and 40s, but I'm not. Analytics. Let's see here. I hate when it does that stupid shit. Most of us Gen X are just big teenagers with money. Hell yeah. Oh, here it is right here.
Yeah, I
found it. Okay, this is just for the last 28 days, okay? So I guess you can do it by a certain amount of time, but we'll just do the last 28 days what's here on my screen. 13 to 17, 0.0%. Woo-hoo! That means we're not weirdos. Yes, that's right, teenagers. There's nothing to see over here. We're a bunch of old hags. You don't need to hang out with us. 18 through 24, 0.7%. 25 through 35, 17.4. 35 through 44 is 30.2. That was the biggest. So the most is 35 through 44. And I'm pretty sure it's always around that. The next highest is 45 through 54, coming in at 25%. And then, okay, no, that comes in after that. Okay, 55 through 64 is 17.3%. 65 and up, 9.4%. That's crazy. So yeah, it's mostly like 35 through 44, which sounds about right. Gender, 9.5% male, 90.4% female, and I guess 0.2% who didn't pick. United States is 71.4%, Canada is 8.3%, United Kingdom 7.4%. Oh, look at this. Watch time from subscribers. 84.2% are subscribed to the channel. 15.4% for whatever reason are not subscribed. Interesting. Noted.
whether I have to go down or not, because right, my building.
Make sure to sub and like the video, guys. Come on now.
After a certain hour, I don't do so.
You've been watching since you were 25. You're 34 now. Isn't it crazy to think back? Like, I think back when I first found this community, that was 10 fucking years ago. That means I was 32 years old. Like, what the fuck? Where did 10 years go, bro? Like, it flew by. Gary says, don't understand how she can just lay around all day. I have a bad diet, but I actually enjoy walking and I have a job that I have to be on my feet for. I don't know how she's not hurting laying on her side. Like, she does this again. She was live for 6 hours in this video that we're looking at right now. And she basically stayed in the same fucking position for 6 hours. She got up to get her food. She probably went and used the bathroom a couple times, but for the majority of this stream, I would say at least 4+ hours, she was in the same position. How does she not have bed sores and shit like that? She, you know what? There's a possibility that she probably does and doesn't tell us. All she does, she's basically at a point to where she's bedbound, laying in the same position day in and day out. She's going to get bed sores. You've been watching for a year. Gary, thank you for the support, hun. Dixie says the years really do fly by. Well spent. They do. The fact that next year is my little girl's last year in elementary school, and because I fucking remember it like it was yesterday. It seems like yesterday that my boys went into middle school and they're both about to graduate. And the fact that she's about to go into middle school, I'm just like, it's a mind fuck. And the best way to deal with how fast time goes by is to just live in the moment and really just appreciate it for what it is, and don't put a whole lot into where did the time go? I can't believe because you'll drive yourself literally insane. And then it brings on a type of depression. When you think about your kids growing up and, oh my God, I can't believe 10 years and 15 and 20 years, it puts you in a state of mind to where you're just depressed. And then you really just start to question everything you're doing in life and the whole fucking thing. So my best advice for anybody is what I tell myself to kind of get through is just to live in the moment and appreciate it for what it is. That's the only thing you really can do. Live in the now. Yep. Not like Chantel's living in the now, though. Let's be clear, okay? Dixie, thank you for being a member for 53 months.
Is your son still addicted to DoorDash?
I also think she seals the weight doesn't crush her lungs as much. Yeah, somebody said that she has to lay in this specific position because if she like sets up, like most people would set up to eat, she can't breathe. So it's just it's so she can get the pressure off of her lungs, which is crazy. My kids were in school yesterday and today they are grown and have 6 grandbabies. See what I mean? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
This was really good.
You know what, Foxy? And I know we're never going to fucking watch the video, but it's so funny that you say that talking about your pet, right? And again, this is TikTok, but a lot of times you'll see these videos on TikTok where people aren't showing their kids growing up. The ones that really get me, dude, that literally gets to a point to where I have to like just scroll by so they quit showing me that shit, is the kids coming down every year on Christmas. Like they'll show them coming down the steps and when they were like 5 and 6 and all the way up till they were like 17 and I'm just like, those literally physically make me sick, right? But the ones that really fucking do it are the animals, like the dogs. They'll show the dogs being a puppy and throughout the years and all of a sudden they're just an old man with gray hair and they're about to get across the rainbow bridge. And I'm like, you know what? We're done here. We're done with TikTok. We're done with social media. Let me just go out here and watch Chantel continue to take herself out. That is how I'm going to cope with all of this shit. Because then I'm starting to think about my dogs getting older and trying to decide how many years they've got left. And I'm just not ready for that. I can't do it. It's a lot, dude. Hello, Kathy. Eat more, beautiful, or you'll waste away. Thank you for being a member for 19 months, hon. Yes, Midwest. I can't do it, dude. I can't. And I think that's the biggest reason. Like I can't watch these like certain movies and stuff like that. I can't deal with it. I can't. No, thank you. See how, yes, people think we're crazy because we consume this content, but it really does clear your mind of certain thoughts, And so thank you, Chantel, for being there for us through all of these years. If we don't tell you, because it's very rare that you get any kind of appreciation in this community and you really don't fucking deserve it. But for that, you do. So thank you.
I know that like service workers, they don't get paid as much, but
Mavi.
Food industry.
As she sits on her ass with her entitled fucking job that she has, she doesn't know what it's like to work in the food industry, how underpaid and how dedicated your life has to be, how many hours, the weekends, all of that shit. All she knows is sit in front of a camera, show her ass, make money, and don't tip. That's it. Love that for you, Chantel. That's her phone. No. I'm not kidding. Are you kidding me? All right, let's flip up to the Popeye so we can go over Rosie Stream some. Okay, here's our second delivery. So the second delivery came in almost exactly 3 hours later. A little bit over. Here we go. Dude, this looks like this is the same scene that we seen her get up off the couch to go get the Subway from the door. Now we're 3 hours later and she's going to go collect the Popeyes. This is crazy. Look at I didn't even realize she has an outlet right here. Bzz. No, Dee, and I don't want to. Come on, Big Mama, what's taking so long?
BGYN.
Listen to all the grunting that she has to do to collect her Popeyes. There you go.
I got the bag.
See her little foot? See how her little foot goes on the couch before she sits down? She does that little bend move.
I got the bag.
He's got the goods, guys.
Sorry, the elevator was taking forever.
Oh, she had to go
I'm gonna order some
get it, man. See, she put in the effort. She had to go get it.
groceries tomorrow. Why? I know I ordered too much. Coleslaw, a bunch of black and ranch.
Crazy.
KPGH.
And I know the Popeyes over in where I live, it's not cheap. Like it's not a cheap place, a fast food place to eat. So I know she put some coin down on that.
I gotta go to bed early tonight.
Well, Ellie, I don't disagree with that. I think because again, so many issues, so much to deal with. Foodie obviously does not like to deal with anything. She had geared herself up to just lay down in Kuwait and that be like the final chapter. And when she got the boot out of there and out of Syria, basically, yeah. So she's just, trying to speed up the process, if you will. I don't disagree with you. Is my point.
Let's see. Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot toot.
Yes, it's the same stream as the subway. It's a couple of hours later.
We live in a beezer can. On a mousy tuna. Biscuit with black and ranch.
You know what? It's so true. But see, this is just weird. If I eat a big portion of McDonald's or Popeyes, a normal person meal, I'm pretty much done for the rest of the day. Again, just like somebody had pointed out in chat, she has to be trying to do herself in. In 3 hours, she's made 2 DoorDash deliveries. It's beyond greed. It's beyond words I can't say. I think we're looking at, she's just trying to speed up the process. It's honestly the only thing that makes sense. And gluttony, basically. But Issy, thank you for the support and good to see you. She doesn't get stomachache because there's not feeling there anymore. It's just you think so? Just like a sack? Why isn't she sick? That's a good question.
Fries.
You know what else is weird about Chantel? Is that she never gets sick of this shit. Remember the story I told you guys recently, how my son, he's got his own money, he's got his license, he's got his own life now. He doesn't have to have mom. Hey, mom, take me. I want to go here. And he can just do it himself. And him and his girlfriend, they go out to eat a lot. Like that's what they're doing. And normally as you come, that's how it was for us when we were growing up. Like once we got our independence and we were doing things, you're going to, you're a teenager, you're a kid, these used to be things that you could only have like once a month or whatever. Now you have your own money, you have your own car, you have your license, you're going to eat more than what you did. Right. But eventually you get to a point to where you're just tired of it. It's trash. Like it's no longer good food to you. You're fucking sick of it. You don't want to eat there unless it's your last resort. She never gets tired of this. She never gets tired of fast food as a 40-something-year-old woman. That to me is the craziest part of it. Most 40-year-olds, they don't even consider fast food because it's just trash. It's not as good as making what you can make at home. It's really not. When you're a teenager and when you're an adult, just things are completely different as far as food is concerned. This is like that show Intervention, except it's food. Yes.
Chicken fingers.
That is true. She is always sick. So she's in a state of being sick all the time. So like we expect her to just automatically get a stomach ache, run to the bathroom or whatever, but she's never not sick. That's a good point too. You feel like garbage afterwards.
No. I've never had biscuits and gravy.
I mean, I guess it can be, Heather. Yeah, I would imagine like junk food is addicting. I guess it really just depends on the person because again, in my adult life, having my own adult money, I've never been to the point to where all I want to, even being fat, even being a big woman before weight loss surgery, I've never necessarily wanted fast food day after day after day after day after day. You're eating a different type of food at that point. You know what I'm saying? Shit that you shouldn't eat that's bad for you, but it's not necessarily McDonald's or fucking a Subway or Burger King or whatever. Like you're eating at least good fat shit. Do you get what I'm saying? Rojo says, yeah, but she made shrimp and rice for after. Yes. Like that's such a good point, Rojo. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. And now that we're here, let's bring that back up. Yes, she admits to it. So yesterday, she admits that after she ate the Subway, after she ate the Popeyes at 4:00 in the morning, she made shrimp and rice. I didn't know. See, that's the thing I didn't know, if she made it or if she had it delivered. So according to Rojo, that she made it. So she ate the Subway, the Popeyes, she gets off stream. So still was a gap there that we don't know what she ate in between, because she was obviously awake, and if Foodie is awake, she is eating, believe that. And then when she talked to Salah, she had the rice and the shrimp. Yep. It's not real food. Exactly. Rojo, thank you for the support.
They're very different, Kiara. KFC and Popeyes.
Like if I wanted to eat bad food or junk food or something like that, I'm going to go to fucking Texas Roadhouse, or I'm going to go to El Nopal, or I'm going to go, like I'm going to a fucking restaurant. I'm not going to waste that shit on McDonald's or Subway. No way.
You know what's better?
But for Foodie, she really enjoys that shit. Five Guys is banging. And I used to love Five Guys. Yes.
How not insane ECP is? We don't know her like that. No. Churches. I like that they have dill pickle in there. Coleslaw.
Did she say that, Mama Mitchell? I missed it. How can a 42-year-old never had biscuits and gravy? I don't think it's I'm gonna assume it's probably something they don't do in Canada. Y'all don't do biscuits and gravy in Canada? I know they don't in the UK. I've seen y'all say that before. I didn't know that Canadians didn't do it either. Five Guys is very expensive, but there's a reason that it's expensive, because that shit is good.
Chicken looks good.
No, that's what I was saying, Zay. And I said that's where she gets it from, though, because that's how Salah was and that's how he did things over there. So she's carried that back over into Canada, where she feels like, if I can't work out a deal, then I'm just not going to pay you. My mother made biscuits and gravy almost every weekend. I make some good biscuits and gravy. Really good.
Hello, Gary.
My son, that's one of his favorite things is biscuits and gravy. Strange, you never have biscuits and gravy? You're Canadian, right? Oh, okay. So the Canadians don't do the biscuits and gravy. That's interesting. Biscuits and gravy is Southern. We don't have it here either.
I know.
You know what? That's so funny, because when Sam came down to this area, and you got to realize, like, Sam was still in Indiana. We're like same state, but she's Northern Indiana. I'm Southern Indiana. Like Kentucky's 5 minutes across the bridge. And when she came down here, she couldn't believe that our Dairy Queen had biscuits and gravy. I remember her talking about it. She was like, no, our Dairy Queen is like desserts and ice creams and things like that. We got everything at our Dairy Queen. We got sausage. Like Dairy Queen is known in our area and all Dairy Queens for like having some of the best biscuits and gravy. That shit is banging too.
Order a lot. Crazy. Dill pickle beef sticks, no?
Grunge. That's crazy.
Which one? Chick-fil-A? Is it really far? Giant Tiger? I haven't been to Giant Tiger in forever. I need to go. 40 minutes. Oh, Raisin Cane's. They're good.
It's so crazy now, because you would think, like, because it's 2026 and the internet is a thing, and just like me, I'm trying to look into things that I've never had before. Like I'm really it's not like I'm not doing a great job at it, but I am trying to expand out a little bit. Like like the buttered chicken shit. Like I've never had anything like that. And then I found a recipe on TikTok and fuck, that shit is fire. My kids love that. We've been making that. What else? What's that Chantel makes all the time or she used to get when she was in Kuwait? I can't remember, but I found a recipe on TikTok. So I bought the ingredients and guess what? It's one of my favorite things to eat. Even like with Mexican food and stuff like that, like something different that I couldn't have at a local restaurant, I'll go to TikTok and I'll find a recipe and I'll cook it. It's so weird that so many people like, yeah, I get it. It's a Southern thing, like something you see. But present day, you would think that different people in different areas would try it just to try something different, you know? Leave Foodie alone. She's a growing girl. No, I haven't tried paneer. No, it wasn't paneer, but I want to try paneer. I just haven't tried it yet. It was the wrap thing that she got. What's it? Chicken shawarma. We got it at one of the local fairs or whatever. And then I looked up a recipe and of course it's not going to be exactly like I'm sure like what they have in Kuwait, but I think it's pretty fucking close and that shit is pretty fucking good, you know? So I like going out, especially like different cultures and everything and trying something new. So again, my point is, why don't you fucking guys look up a recipe and make that shit? It's not that hard.
No, Brooklyn. Farm Boy the other day?
Yeah.
Oh, in the Rito Center?
Say that in chat, Bitterful, that y'all have that out there in California.
There's one in the Rito.
No, I'm not fucking trying no beans on toast. I'm willing to try a lot of shit, dude. You're not going to convince me to eat pork and beans on toast. And no, that out of everybody's food that I be seeing, probably United Kingdom, no offense, but ain't nothing I've ever watched that some Brit has cooked that been like, you know what? Let me try that shit. Nothing. I'm sure there probably is something out there, but I ain't seen it yet. No offense again. It just, no, that shit does not look good to me. Hey, Holly V. She's absolutely obsessed with food. It's scary. That is her whole existence. Imagine before your feet even hit the floor, you've already probably placed a DoorDash delivery. Like Foodie, when she wakes up and she's got her CPAP mask still attached to her face, she's scrolling through DoorDash and she's been doing this for years. Not like it's anything new. Before she even goes pee in the morning, she's done looked at the DoorDash and probably, like I said, more than likely placed an order. That's her whole existence. It is scary. Thank you for the super chat, hun. Puerto Rican food, hell yeah. SpaghettiOs on toast is nice. No, thank you. No, not eating that shit neither.
Center.
Oh yeah, I'd be down for some good fish and chips. Now that, yes, for sure. I'd go to the UK and I'd eat y'all's fish and chips. Yes. Okay. All day. Very good. Says third dinner is a highlight of Foodie's day. Shit. Her sixth dinner, girl. Good to see you. Very good. And thank you for the support. Some people aren't, Danny Jean. The biscuits and gravy is not fair. It's a very heavy food. Like that gravy, the kind of gravy that goes with biscuits and gravy. It's a very, very like, that's the best way I can describe it. It's a comfort food. It's a very heavy dish. You and I have 4-ounce pouches. She holds gallons, literally. Dude, I can't imagine. Like present day and the amount of food that I can eat, watching her just nonstop. She's what she says, a bottomless pit. She can keep going and going and going and going and going and going. It never stops. I don't think that Foodie feels full anymore. And she probably hasn't felt full in years, in literal years. Lori, thank you for the support, hun. It's one of those things like you just have to try and you'll have to see if you like it. It's like I said, it's not for everybody. I think it's great. It's not something I can eat very often, pretty much not at all anymore. But back in the day, yeah, every so often, absolutely. I like malt vinegar on my fish too, devil woman. I grew up eating fish with vinegar. Sam doesn't like that shit. She thinks I'm weird for it, but I fucking love malt vinegar. I love malt vinegar in general, but malt vinegar on fish, yes. Yes, on fries.
Fries are not that fresh.
Yes.
But it is late.
See what you do, Foodie? You got us on some fat shit over here. That's all right.
The day Foodie was struggling. No, that's not Farm Boy.
Okay, long story short, she eats Popeyes later on the phone with Salah. She has rice and shrimp. So 3 meals that we know of when she got out of bed at like 6 p.m. at night. We got to move on to Rosie because it's 11:43. So we'll watch a little bit of it. I already straight carb. I get it. It's boring, whatever. I'm going to convert you straight carb. That is going to be my goal. Maybe every day we'll play a little bit of Rosie until you're finally hooked the way you are with Chantel, where you're willing to watch Chantel basically just sit there and breathe and look at the camera and you're like, this is the best shit ever. I'm going to do the same with you with Rosie, okay? And then you're going to be going around and watching all the different reaction channels that react to Rosie as well, because we got a great community out there that covers Rosie. We got Scrange, we got Scarletter, Charlie covers Rosie, Zachary Michael. So like some of your regulars are out here even covering Rosie. There is some good shit. I know not a lot of people are on board yet, but we're going to get you there, okay? That's the goal. Dumb and Dumber says, Dumb Not Dumber. Callie McDonald's has biscuits and gravy. Banging. Yes, McDonald's, I can say that much. Their biscuits and gravy, they are pretty good. They're no Dairy Queen biscuits and gravy, but they are not that bad. I agree with that. Thank you for the super chat, hon. Yeah, Stacy, exactly. Stacy says it. Gonna have to pivot. Foodie isn't gonna last. Can you imagine? Because Rosie is significantly bigger than Chantel. She is. It's just obvious. And we've went over that a few times. But I do think that Rosie will definitely outlast Foodie. Foodie, I feel like, is on our last gun, guys. Looking, and I've said this before, we've seen Foodie look really bad. Hell, she looked really, do you guys remember when she was in Kuwait and they were going on some kind of field trip? Who fucking knows? I can't remember, but she had those sunglasses on. And she took the sunglasses off and we got to see those big indentions and that just showed how Pulpy also, I'm pretty sure Pulpy covers Rosie. Those big indentions really showed how swollen she was. And I was like, oh my God, it's worse than we all thought. And even then I was like, she's in bad shape, but it's just something about her life now that makes me feel like maybe that she's not necessarily going to PA, but there has to be, and I'm not wishing that, it just doesn't make sense for there not to be a medical emergency. You can be the Canadian cockroach all you fucking want. Every cockroach has its day. Is she's calling her doctor because she's done blown through her insulin? She's due for a very serious medical emergency. And somebody made the comment in her chat. I can't remember, but I was listening. And she read it and something, I can't remember what they said. It was something about hospital bees. And they weren't saying that Foodie was in a hospital or going to the hospital. But that is like, as soon as she said that, I was like, that's fucking what this is going to be. Like one day she's just not going to be online. And then like, she's going to give some kind of health update. She's going to be in the hospital. She's going to be laughing, thinking that shit's funny. And then that's it. It's just going to go dark in the community. That's how I see it happening. Okay, kiss my ass 300. I will definitely relay the message. Charlie Goad, you are a wanted woman. She's a very good looking woman. So you have good taste in women. I'll give you that much. Thank you for the support. Well, there she is. She's in chat now. That was random. Taffy says, I wonder why you didn't have an accent. I'm from Kentuckiana as well. I live on the East Coast now. Really? What do you mean I don't have an accent? Taffy, you have to be specific on what you mean because the community tends to call me a hillbilly. Are you saying that I don't sound country? Because I don't think I sound country neither. But the community, for whatever reason, thinks that I do. I don't know. It's all very confusing. And thank you for the support, hun. I feel like I have a pretty Indiana, Louisville accent, if you will. Charlie says, good morning, support group. Lock in, y'all. Rosie's content is a gift as well. I'm sitting here trying to convince the community. We're having a little pep talk before we get into the content. Isn't that something though? Like I literally have to sit here and have a pep talk with the community saying, listen guys, Chantel's not going to live forever. Okay. Eventually, obviously she's going to eat herself out to the sea and we're all going to have to pivot over to Rosie's content. So you might as well prepare yourself for it now while she's showing her ass, mind you. Okay. Yeah, of course I said Louisville correctly. It's where I grew up. Charlie, good to see you. And thank you so much for the support, hun. It's true. Technically, we all have accents. Yes, everybody has an accent. Even if you don't think you have an accent, you have an accent. Absolutely. Hey, Lisa Simpson. Lisa Simpson says, nah, I'm all in on the Rosie shit, girl. It had me yesterday. It grabbed a hold of my soul. Danny G says, I can't wait for Remroyd to ghost the fuck out of Rosalind after she leaves Texas. The crash out is going to be absolutely amazing, and I'm here for it. You think he's going to ghost her? Oh, that's interesting. I have a feeling this dude that she's talking to, let me get the video pulled up. I have a feeling that the dude that she's talking to, and it's going to sound crazy, I think he's somewhat starstruck. And you're like, what? Rosie's like a 600. What do you mean? Like, yeah, but believe it or not, like some people, they don't look at it the same way that me and you are looking at this content. They're like, wow, there's some 600-pound person that's willing to give me attention. And like, she's totally famous on the internet. You know, what a lucky guy I am, you know? Yes, Rosie is a mess, and then we just need a bit of patience. The thing with Rosie is she tries to act like she's better than the other death fats. Like she's not as big of a mess as they are. And she actually is, and Miss T would debate you that she's even more, right? She's in a child's bedroom. Oh, thank you, Navigator. That was so sweet of you. No one bully Rosie. I want to see the footage of her being wheeled off the plane, waving, pretend to be sexy. I bet Rosie looked hot in that footage when she first met her love of her life, Remy. I would, you know what? I hope to find. I know I have that love. Okay, that I hope that Charlie finds that love one day, that she can also, you know, have a connection with somebody as amazing as Rosie did with Remy. Okay, let me go ahead and shut up and get into the content. Here we go, guys. Buckle up, bitches.
We're reading yours for you. Hey, Allie. Yeah, I am alone right now because he had obligations to tend to.
The motherfucker had to go to work. Yeah, that was the obligation that he had to attend to, is that bro had to go to work. Just say go to work. He has a job. That's if we're making a pros and cons list, we're checking on the pro side, guys. Or who's keeping tally here? Somebody needs to be writing this shit down in their notebook. Pros and cons. Remy has a job. Check in the pro section, okay?
So I thought this would be a perfect time to go live. Because I was just gonna do like a little bit of a chatting stream, but this morning,
I'm gonna stop you right there, Rosie, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice. Invest in some fucking microphones. You can get these portable ones off of the Amazon for like 50 fucking bucks. Okay, because it sounds like you're underwater. Just so you know, invest in microphones. You're a professional at this point, okay? Superstar.
I woke up.
I don't know that he has his own place. I don't know where this is coming from, why we would believe anything that comes out of the death fat's mouth. Rule number one about all death fats in general, ladies and gentlemen, we have been studying this content for years at this point. What is rule number one when it comes to death fat? I don't know what it is with death fats and lying, but they go hand in hand. Death fats are liars. Okay. We have to, unless we have confirmed this and somebody has found this information out themselves, we are questioning everything. If I had nails, I'd be clapping them together at the class.
And I knew he has a certain thing to do today. And then, yeah, it's I'm in Central Time now, so I have to remember that.
Okay, so excuse me, I may stand corrected. He's either at work or maybe in class. I don't know.
But hey, Farron, Texas has been pretty great. Yeah, it's been pretty dope.
Dope.
I knew once I got here, I'd feel so much better, and I was correct. But yeah, so we woke up this morning. I was like, so what do you want to do today? And
hell yes, Kiss My Ass has decided to pay me $4.99 to send this message to the one, the only Charlie Goad. Charlie, I loved you. You're one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. I wish you the best in life. That was really sweet, though. That was really sweet. Even though your account is very sketch, that was very nice of you to say. And we love Charlie too. And thank you for the support.
The sun it's much sunnier today. View outside this window. I can't show it to you guys for obvious reasons. You have the
again, I'm getting a feeling that she's upstairs, and her being upstairs, if that is true, is just fucking hilarious to me.
I wish I could show you guys the view, but I can't. Hey, Thiago. The view outside this window is crazy. It's so cool. It really does brighten up the room. He has this whole setup. I don't think you can see it right now, but he's got those lights. They're not as visible right now. But this poster in his bed.
Are those Christmas lights? It's okay. And that's definitely a con. Check, con. Christmas lights, con. No. A man putting Christmas lights in his bedroom. No, I'm not interested. No, thank you.
That's very glow in the dark. It's so cool. It's so cool. Hey,
Glows in the dark. That's another check in the con.
cool brew. And he has a bunch of like color like color changing lights. Words are hard. Hello, Creme. No,
Yeah, so does my 10-year-old daughter. All right.
we're not doing a face reveal on this trip. I've already started vlogging. I have an idea. I don't expect vlogs till I'm back. Oh my god, you guys.
Oh, you think? What makes you think that, Primal? Thank you for the support, hon. I don't know. Maybe there could be something there.
This morning, shit you not, okay?
Right.
I was laying in bed, and we were just talking, and then all of a sudden my phone started ringing, and I pick it up, and he
I'm like, hello, it's me, Rosie. Hold on, Remy. There's somebody else who probably wants to, hook up with me, and I'm totally gonna make you jealous right now. Hello, it's Rosie, super popular person on YouTube. How can I help you today?
this woman was on the phone, and it was for a job. Like, this woman called me. She said she had my resume. And it's actually related to healthcare. So fingers crossed, because it sounds honestly like a really good opportunity. I explained to her, I was like, I don't normally travel much, but because they were saying that they're basically looking like ASAP kind of a situation. So I was like, well, just heads up, like, but she explained like basically like the background.
Heads up, I'm traveling to Texas to meet a complete fucking stranger on the internet who's significantly younger than me. But what's up? How can I help you? Rich says, if not Amberlynn, why Amberlynn shaped? Oh, they're all shaped the same. That's why. Thank you for the support, hon. Chantel Skinny Psychosis says, I loved glow in the dark at fucking 6. Dude, when we lost somebody in the chat. MC, are you working out? you deleted a comment. Who was that? Michelle, sorry about that. You'll be back in a few seconds, I think. When I lived at home at my grandma's house, I had all the stars on the ceiling, but that never come fucking off. Like once you try to take the stars off, like the sticker there it's just stuck there until some painter comes in and they scrape them off the ceiling or whatever. Yeah, that was 30 years ago. Fuck. Thank you for being a member for 10 months, hon. We all had those glow in the dark stars. Yeah, I know. Buttercrumpet says Rosie was bent over in that room and looked at the neon posters and Christmas lights and was okay with it. It's true. Hello, Karina. What do you think he does for work? My vote is for Walmart greeter, bagger. Whatever it is, that place of employment is getting a tax write-off for the hire. Girl, I don't know. Like I said, it's going to take a little bit more time and investigation for all of the story to play out, but I'm here for all of it. I really am. Thank you for the support, hon. Whatever he does. Now, this
stuff that
according to Rosie, she claims that he has paid for her travel to come to Texas. I mean, not that that would be too expensive, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, he has to have some kind of money if he's willing to pay for a plane ticket for his new death fat to fly from Florida to Texas, from Texas back to Florida. He's in school on a GI Bill. What is that? GameStop.
Probably worked out pretty good. So fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed on that front. Like I just was like, it was crazy timing too. But yeah, so I don't think I finished telling my story earlier. I'm a little like frazzled. I'm currently at his desk right now. I will not be moving the camera. I will be vlogging different stuff.
You've told us. We get it. You want to respect his privacy. Move on.
But like I want to make sure I have editing ability because I don't want to accidentally like show anything with like personal information or anything. But this is.
Did she require 2 seats? Oh, I didn't think about that. She did. Like, I think she actually is one who won't force herself on the other people. I think she does the proper thing, which is to buy the 2 seats. I could be wrong about that though. We'll wait for chat to respond.
This is good. And yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, we were laying in bed and
I don't feel like Walmart greeters are a thing anymore. If they are, I don't feel greeted when I go into Walmart. Like they did basically just stand there. They're not checking my receipt. They're not giving stickers out anymore. They're basically just there. Hell, half the time I go through, the woman that's supposed to be the greeter sitting down on her fucking scooter sleeping.
Asked me what he wanted to do, and he was like, he looked at me and he was like, I was thinking I wanted to take you out. And I was like, me too. So that's okay. So I was like, perfect. I can just do like a get ready with me. So that's what we're doing today.
Oh, he's taking her out in public. Wow. Wow. Hey, so got this.
And this is gonna be, I'm basically just gonna be live till he gets back. So I just chat with you guys. Oh yeah, if you haven't read the title, we're officially official now. It happened last night too. Hey. Yeah, so it's just been like.
So the dude that she flew out to meet for the first time in Texas officially asked her to be his girlfriend last night. And she was so shocked that it happened that as soon as she had the opportunity to go live and tell complete strangers on the internet, that's exactly what she did. Because of course she's as shocked as we are. So they are both sleeping on that bed. Maybe the angle is off, but yeah, that's definitely questionable. What are we working with back there? Is that a 20 or a fully? That's the question. Don't just stand there. Operate. Give me a sticker.
A grand
I see you brought your water bottle. That's nice. Stay hydrated.
time for sure.
I can't believe this. Somebody actually asked me to be their girlfriend. It's great. This never happens to me.
I have an idea of what my first vlog is going to look like. I'm not going to say it right now, but I did vlog stuff, but it's not going to be. Oh my gosh, Paige, thank you so much for the super chat. Congrats on being monetized. Congrats on being monetized and getting to see your boo. Sending peace and love. Thank you so much. So the chemistry is good, IRL. Oh.
You know what, Charlie? I have a feeling this is just the story as old as time, right? There are some men out there that this is obviously, right, that this is totally like their thing. And we've even had a couple of those on the My 600 Pound Life where they're dating the 700, 800 pound woman and they weigh maybe 50 pounds soaking wet. I have a feeling Remy is probably very, very, very skinny, if you will.
Honestly, the flight couldn't have gone better.
He doesn't require a lot of room in the bed. Let's hear about the flight.
But yeah, as I was saying, I didn't really. Hey, alien. I'm in Texas. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I didn't like vlog a lot of the travel. I got some footage and stuff, and I know what I'm planning to do. Again, I'm not planning to like go into detail on that front. But I was so anxious. Like, okay, the 72 hours leading up to flying, I was a mess. I was so anxious. Like, it was a mess. I mean, I was dealing with a lot of like off and on anxiety and stuff. Yeah. No, he has his.
Bertha says he'd have to be by the wall or she'd push him off. My super chat, the YouTube stuff said that she takes up the entire room. It's so true, Bertha. Thank you for the support, hon. These big ones won't go to the store for groceries, but will travel by plane to be dicked down. It's so true. So true.
He has his room like themed around nostalgia.
Everything has to be delivered to them, but they will travel for their men.
So I like his bedspread. I think it's really cute. It goes in the dark. Look how matches the room. Yeah. Do I have mods in the chat right now? Do I have mods here? I just don't know if I do.
Yeah, you probably should check that before you went live, big girl.
Cool Brew's here.
You're gonna need them.
I don't normally go live at this time of day, so. Cool Brew's here. Cool. Yeah, if anybody's being negative, time them out. If anybody's being downright trolly rude, block them. I'm not dealing with that. We are all vibes here. So. Okay, keep going. Your picture. Yes, thank you. Also. Short word. 10-4. Hey.
This is literally psychotic, bro.
Okay. So his mom got me a present. And it was so sweet. I can't show everything because she hand makes stuff. And
his mom approves of this shit. Oh my God. I would be committing my child. Let my son, no offense. Okay. Here's the thing. Like, we're not talking about somebody who's overweight. We're talking about just a complete burden when anybody. All Rosie is to anybody, to her family, to significant other, to a friend, is a fucking burden. I don't want any of my children to be weighted down by a fucking burden. I want them to live life. I want them to be happy and travel and not have to worry about somebody who has severe out of control anxiety because they're too fat to fly. Okay. So the fact that his mother put together a gift and actually seen this person in real life and then still gave the gift speaks volumes about all of these people involved.
I did film the reaction, but that's not going in the vlog. That's just for her and us. But she
looks ridiculous with the glasses. She does. She really does.
Magnesium spray.
I think she thinks that the ridiculous glasses that have the little dangly things that hang in her face take away from the 600 pounds on her body. I really do.
And pink lavender rose bath salts. And
well, if your child brings home, it's the equivalent of your child bringing home a crackhead. Would you tolerate that? No, you fucking wouldn't, right? You're gonna be like, where the fuck did I go wrong in life for my child to bring home to his mother a crackhead? Like, no, like, let me reevaluate where we went wrong in your parenting and let's start fresh. Let's send her packing. Let's pay for her to go back home. This is all done. We'll get you some counseling, some therapy, whatever you need. But this ain't it, buddy. All right. And if you want this to be it, then you're going to have to go ahead and act like I don't exist. It's fine too. 49 and freaking fabulous. If my boy, which is around rim jobs, y'all's names are funny, showed up with a Rosie, do you understand how fast I would go full blown Puerto Rican? I'd end up in cuffs. Yeah, it just wouldn't happen. It couldn't happen. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. This is no different than an actual full blown drug addict showing up at your house with your child. You just wouldn't tolerate it. You would not tolerate it. So why would you tolerate this? It's no fucking difference. What kind of life is your child going to have with a person like this as a partner? And I feel like that's okay to say. That means that you love your child. If you stand by and you watch your child wife something like this up, that means you don't fucking care. You don't care. You couldn't. Thank you for the support, hun. Yulia says, to be fair, I would also travel for it. Yeah, but you leave the fucking house. I'm sure you travel for whatever you need, okay? But if you got death fats who refuse to leave the home like Rosie and Chantel, they won't go anywhere. It all comes right to their door, but yet they travel to Syria and Texas for dick, then it's a little bit different. Thank you for the support, hun. Lori says distraction. Look at the chains, not the chins. Yes, that is why the ridiculous jewelry, the ridiculous glasses, anything to take the... I was watching this again on the big screen yesterday. I highly recommend, especially Rosie, watch this if you have a big screen TV. It hits different. It hits different. I was like, wow, speechless. Seriously, like her face just looks like she's always constantly feeling like she's about to bust. It's crazy. Thank you for the support, hun.
Where is it? Actually, want to put it on. Yeah, lip balm. Jesus, lip balm is. I'm gonna put some on. I know I've been wanting to do my magnesium for a minute. I love putting it on like on the bottom of my feet. It's like I think it's like the best way you're supposed to put it. It smells so good. She also makes Allie is here too. Yes, Allie, hi, thank you. Yes. I was so excited for you to go live. I felt like a historical event. I set an alarm. Emily, that's funny. They smell amazing, strawberry. Are the stars at night big and bright? Let him be. Thank you so much. We didn't go outside after the sun went down last night. We got like some in and stuff. But actually he has because like he has glow in the dark, that tapestry glows in the dark, the bed sheets glow in the dark, and he's got like glow in the dark stars on the ceiling that he like put in.
I mean, you know what? If the tapestry and the stars on the ceilings didn't lose me, the fact that she said that his sheets glow in the dark, that did it. That sealed the deal. Certified fucking weirdo freak. This is no different. You guys give Pete all kinds of shit because he has My Little Pony sheets. It's the same shit. We're talking about the same childish shit as My Little Pony sheets, and he's got some glow-in-the-dark sheets. It's a soft launch to Rosie promoting Remy's mom's products. I give it a month. Here's the problem with that, Charlie, and it's the same thing I said yesterday to Sam. More than likely, where do these independent sellers go to sell their products? Etsy. She's trying to keep people from finding out where they're located. It's not going to be very hard to narrow these products and location down to pinpoint who these people are. I probably would shut the fuck up, but don't. Please keep going.
Like actual constellations. I think that is a Legend of Zelda map. I'd have to ask him, but that's a Chrono Trigger poster. So, yeah. Girl, you manifested this. Hell yeah. I love this. This smells like
manifested this, big girl.
Chocolate because it's got cocoa butter in it. Yeah. Did you guys kiss? What do you think? I feel like you're my bonus daughter, so excited for you. Oh, come on. That's smart. Thank you.
Wait a minute. So you guys know what he looks like? Why am I always late to shit like this? Because you know why? Because I'm so fucking invested in Chantel, and then I miss all the good shit. And then by the time I get to it, it's old news. Fuck, bro. Iron Woman says, I would take my kid to a mental institution and lie to keep them there. Same. Absolutely same. I would question my parenting. I would. Like, how do we get here? Like, how do you get for your kid to be into stuff like that? You've got to know from an early age they're probably gonna be a fucking weirdo. Like, it's not, honestly, when Rosie showed up, the parents, it's not like us, you know, where it would be like, what the fuck's going on, bro? They probably weren't shocked at all. It probably was to be expected. Someone posted his photo on Twitter. Can somebody put it in my DMs? I ain't gonna show it. I just want to see it.
It's been a great time. Oh, there's like she put a bunch of stuff in here actually. First of all, look at these charms. So she got me different charms you can use to make jewelry.
Okay.
The dragonflies are gorgeous. And this smells incredible. Like, oh my god. I'm obsessed. Anyway. Hey Freya. I hope you're doing well. I hope we're doing great. Thank you. We are enjoying the trip. Thank you so much. Yeah, so actually
Well, somebody put it in my DMs, please. How about that? We don't have to, we can just get all this over with. Who posted it on Twitter? 49 freaking fabulous. Thank you for the support. How the fuck do I miss this shit's what I want to know.
you can make earrings out of them. She's so amazing.
Well,
yeah, so-
I don't want to, I don't know. Are we not publicly discussing that we've seen what he looks like? I don't know if you guys want me to show it. I can. It depends on, I guess the person who has the photo. Are we keeping it on the DL? What's going on? He's emo, longish black hair, tattoo, 6'2" and skinny. I think his mother looks like Rosie. Oh, okay. Ashley says his parents and hers are in a group chat. That's interesting. Multiple reactors have shown it. Well, bitch, I've been busy, okay? Things have been tough, all right? What do you want from me? Hold on. Let me see. Oh my God, Panda. Guess who fucking sent it? You know the fact that Panda, you are funny as fuck. Panda Pondu is like one of the only dudes in the community. I mean, I know we got a couple, right? But Panda Pondu like really fucking keeps up with the community. They're funny as shit. Panda Pondu was the first motherfucker that put it my yeah. I mean, I can make a comment, but I don't think it's appropriate. I'll leave it at that. Thank you, Panda. That tracks. I'm not really not shocked. I guess if other reactors showed it, I can show it too. Okay, fine. I'll show it. All right. Ashley, thank you for the support. Iron Woman says, I think he beezed inside. He beezed inside of her, didn't he? He did. You did, didn't you? Oh, you little. Okay, I don't think he looks too young, guys. He's just creepy. I would, you know what? It would have been better if you were kind of like on the younger side than to just be a fucking creep. In my opinion. Hold, please. Brace for incoming. Do we think this is a step in the right direction compared to the last beather she was with? Iron Woman, thank you for the support, hun. Okay, I can't wait to see what the chat says. I gotta wait for you guys to catch up. Very good says, I'm telling you, Rosie dressed up like the mom. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Those kind of have a type, huh? All right. Well, see, that's the part of me that likes to try not to be too judgmental about people, but I'm judging. I'm judging and I'm thinking things and I don't want to say it because I'm always a bitch, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. So you got all up in that, huh? You were balls deep all up in Rosie. Shameful. What did that smell like? That's what I want to know. Look at that thumbnail, would you? That was my reaction too, girl, when you talked about getting pushed in the airport by somebody else. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, God. Okay. All right, back to the video. You all got to see what he looked like.
So like while I was traveling, I asked Remy and my parents, I was like, can I just like make a group chat for everybody so I can put all of this in
He's never going to talk back to her. I promise you that much.
one place. So I did that. And then we updated his mom when I got here.
He dresses like he's sad. He's sad.
And you're afraid to ask what? I missed it. Oh my God, girl. Y'all, I'm not doing all that. We're not doing all that. For so many reasons, we're not doing all that. No.
She loves it. People are asking her whether or not they did the deed. She didn't do that. I'm not talking to you guys. She loves it. She's loving all this attention.
No.
She knows that people know that she got her fucking pickle tickled. She loves to brag about it.
I'm not honestly me with a boyfriend. I've tried dating people. I've talked to people, but I'm in a relationship as of now. So
Great. Congrats. You're like almost 40. Good for you, girl.
Yeah.
Why are her parents so involved in her life at 34? Because she's a death fat and they're trying to get rid of her. They're like, finally, maybe we're going to get our house back, babe. What do you think?
So
This might be the one. Maybe she'll move in with his parents and we can get our house back.
I'm so excited. I have a lot of time to kill, so I'm not in a rush to start getting ready. But this was, I swear, I thought that I packed my leopard dress that's like the stain resistant one that like I wear all the time that I love. Like,
What does that mean? What does that mean exactly? Stain resistant. So you have a stain resistant dress? Is that like some kind of like 24/7 bib or something that you're wearing? Stain resistant dress. Okay. All right.
I love that dress. It's very comfortable.
I bet you do. It's stain resistant. Bertha says cat door was used. Bertha, thank you for the support, hun. They definitely enable her. Well, yes, if you manage to be in your 30s and you're still living at home and you're not helping out as far as financially is concerned, something happened down the line, you're definitely being enabled. Absolutely. She's a bum.
And like, if I do my makeup in it, I know it'll wash real easy. This was the only thing I was comfortable wearing that I could get makeup on because I have my outfit picked out for tonight. I'm going like kind of simple. I'm not doing the whole shebang.
Well, my question is, wherever you plan on going, are you going to use wheelchair service? Does Remy like it when you use wheelchair service? Probably does. Remy, you look exactly like those dudes that date up the 700-pounders on My 600-Pound Life. Oh my God, he's a feeder.
But we'll do this actually. Hang on, there we go. Thank you, W. I don't know what the date is. He's planning it. I'm gonna find out when I go. I don't know. We've talked about a lot of different stuff, so it might be one of the things we talked about. But I asked him, and he was just like, "I handle that." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm sure."
Camps, that's a great question, and honestly, I totally understand why you asked that. Will Rosie's dad moderate the lovemaking? Will your dad be in chat when you eventually tell everybody how that situation went? I'm sure he will. Front and fucking center. Camps, thank you for the support.
But this kid was so freaking thoughtful, dude.
No, he's not going to move to Florida. We all know that Rosie will definitely relocate for a man. She's talked about it before.
Ugh.
Trust me, half of that suitcase that she brought to Remy's is not coming back to Florida with her.
We might do. I mean, I'll probably say hi when he gets here. I'm live right now because what else am I gonna do? Okay, I need to get ready. Like, why wouldn't I go live right now? You know, it's a perfect time.
Why wouldn't I? Doesn't everybody want to know? There's a man that was willing to have sex with me.
Do I need this? I think this is just my toiletry bag. Oh. Yeah, it's just my toiletry bag. Oh, this can go in the nail bag.
Those are the pillows. That's how the positioning went down. He positioned her against the wall. That's how use your imagination, ladies and gentlemen. If Monica Lewinsky had a stain-resistant dress, then Bill Clinton would have never been impeached. Sorry, I had to say it. Jesus fucking Christ, Gary. Get your life together. Thank you for the super chat. Oh my God. Are you guys picturing it? Those are the pillows. That's the direction. Remy was standing here and he was digging it down. That's exactly how it happened.
I had to like downsize because I weighed my suitcase the first time. 57 pounds. I was able to, I think that's when I took out the purple dress.
Look at that tiny little suitcase. What'd you fit in there, girl? 57 pounds. What were you bringing? What food did you travel with? Hey, really, Billy? My littlest human's name is Remy. Oh my gosh. Can we give this kid a name? There's like 7. There's like 7 nicknames throughout the community that I've seen so far with Remy. I just don't personally have one for him yet. So I'll have to go with one of the ones from the other reactors. And thank you for the support, hun. Sorry about that.
I only brought some of my brushes. Like I like downsized.
Look at all the makeup brushes. 700 pounds and 20 makeup brushes. I don't get it. Priorities.
Okay.
Remily is another name. Okay.
He told me to do this year and I would be okay. I'm gonna think about that. Let's fuck this shit up. First time. He leaves me alone in the apartment. I'm gonna be like, what?
Yeah, enough spray. The sprays are because she doesn't intend to shower. Brush no hair. Not into the shitter.
I don't know which ones I'm gonna wear. This is this really nice vanilla one. I'm not wearing
Who the fuck uses a hefty bag? You don't have little girly travel bags? I don't even travel that often, and I got plenty of travel bags. Look at you. And if you're going to travel, who travels with a fucking suitcase that looks like that? Where's your pink suitcase? That's disgusting. It's hideous. Hefty. All your money didn't go to fucking food. You could afford some of these things.
Sorry, I was getting set up. Thank you. It's just gonna be so. I have that like black dress, you know. Here, maybe it's like my rocker chic or something. Or what?
It's a tarp.
Just simple black dress. I'm not gonna go crazy with the makeup. If I have time, this is so happening. If I don't,
her makeup is ridiculous. She's talking about she doesn't go crazy with her makeup. Are you kidding me?
Wait, it's not happening. I don't have running alcohol, and he's not here to tell me where his is. Real shit. Damn it.
Every time we go somewhere, we get new traveling accessories. You're not going to find me rolling a hefty bag with nothing, bitch.
It is kind of, I have a family on me right now. I love his place. It's so nice.
I love his place. It's so nice. Are you inspired possibly to get your own place? Maybe leave the nest, Rosie? You think, oh, well, maybe one day I would like to get my own place. Never crossed your mind, has it?
Let me see if this comes with a little alcohol, right? Excuse me. Oh, bitch! Hell yeah!
What?
We thriving out here. Okay. That changes the game.
Yes, that's why they call her that, Spoony Life. They call her Roz for that reason.
He does. Did you see a cat? Wait. Okay, update on the cats. So Ash is still hiding in the windowsill. She's gonna take a minute. That's her personality. Cleo is like feisty with new people at first. So last night when I like walked in and I walked up, I like let her swim my hand for a second, and she kind of just was like, and then I stayed a little too long, so she hissed at me for a second. I was like, my bad, sorry, man. And then this morning, basically, Cleo just was side-eyeing me most of yesterday. This morning, I was sitting, and Cleo comes in and is just kind of like, again, side-eyeing me, right? As one does. And then I'm sitting, and then Cleo brushed up against my leg, crazy. And after that, Remy picked Cleo up, and I like started like lightly petting her face a little bit, and she was just kind of like, okay. And then I went a little too far past her head, and she was like, hey. And I was like, I'm so sorry. No disrespect to you. This is your home. I'm an invader.
We just get to the plain story. This is boring.
And
street carp left a long time ago, and this is why. That's why that people like street carp don't stick around, because some of the shit you say, it's so boring.
And
the point.
And he put Cleo back down. Cleo,
if we weren't entertaining just to look at, and the majority of us would have gone already.
It's like again, and then Cleo started like weaving in between. I'm really feeling this palette. I love this palette. This is cool. I got the vision. I got the vision. All right. So we've got this lid shade.
A bare minimum want to get to the part of the stream where she talks about getting off of the plane, and then we might have to call it quits for today and maybe circle back around tomorrow.
Right. We got this lid shade. Okay. Follow me here. All right. And then we got these purples right here. That looks a little pinky on camera. It looks like a pinkish purple in person though. It's here. Okay. I'm not shopping yet, so I have Uncrustables for lunch.
Of course. God forbid, like you go without, right? It's so funny. It's so cute. You had to use a wheelchair at the airport. Uncrustables, yay! All sugar. Of course.
But I'm hungry. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna go to the fridge over here.
Dainty, Uncrustable.
Oh, I'm just visiting.
Oh my. Where you going? Where you going, mama? You gonna go get you something to drink to wash that Uncrustable down? I know you are.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna go to the fridge over here 1 second. Oh, I'm just visiting.
Oh,
I'm just visiting.
okay. All right.
What a caffeinated one. Yeah. Okay.
That's I'm pretty sure that's a regular size bottle Coke and it just looks so tiny. So tiny.
What a caffeinated one.
Diet soda, of course. She's got to maintain her figure, man. Come on now. Stupid question.
Okay. I'm not water, but I want some caffeine. Okay. Thank you, Teresa.
This is so happy. This is so happy. She's thrilled.
But he's not gonna be back for a minute. I got time. He's not here. I got all the time in the world, guys.
She loves the fact that she's streaming from a guy's room. You realize that that's what all this is about, right? It's just the fact that it's sort of like Chantel with her whole thing on making the community believe that Salah is really her husband. It's no different. It's the same thing, just on different levels. Where I do believe that Remy probably is into Rosie. I don't think that it's a fake relationship, a scam, romance scammer, if you will. But her intent on what she's doing right now is just to prove to the internet that there is, like, she's desirable. That's it. I just said it. Salty Simpson. Lisa Simpson says she's free balling his desk chair. You can see her pull that nightgown out of her crack. Bitch, I'm dead. I didn't even see it. I was so caught up on looking at the little Coke bottle that I did not even see the ass crack pull. Lisa Simpson, thank you for the support, hun.
What a caffeinated one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, basically, this is her version of condoms thrown about.
I'm not water, but I want some caffeine.
He probably doesn't care because he likes it. That kind of dude, he's gonna be the sicko type. Like I don't think that he'll ghost her. I don't know enough about the story, but my first impression is that he's probably gonna stick around for a little bit.
Just like I thought he'd be better because he's real.
What do you eat now? That's not the peanut butter and jelly. What's that? You've moved on.
Yeah, it's probably, knowing him, it's probably Zelda. I don't think he'd have Stardew Valley on his wall. I'm not saying he doesn't like it, but there's certain things he's really into. Chrono Trigger's a big one. His favorite game of all time is Metroid. Because he's like really into, it's funny, we had this conversation one time because he was telling me he felt like he was born in the wrong generation, like he felt like he should have been born in the 90s.
So he feels like he should have been born in the 90s. So he was born in the 2000s. I'm old enough to be that guy's mother. So he was born in the 2000s. Right. Because you're not talking about the 80s. Wasn't born in the 90s. So that, ladies and gentlemen, leaves the 2000s and it's 2026. That answers lots of questions there. Mm-hmm.
He's not far from the 90s at all, honestly, but he really likes more of the 90s retro games a lot. Yeah, everybody's saying Zelda, so I think that's what it is. But I think he told me at some point, but I think that was before I got here.
Shut up for you. Shut up.
It looks like I think it's like a similar probably style to Stardew Valley.
I didn't have glow in the dark sheets, so there's that. When she said that, my immediate reaction was, wait a minute, dude, I heard it too. When she said he feels like he was born in the wrong generation, that he should have been born in the 90s. I'm like, all right. Well, he wasn't born in the 80s. So, yeah, how old is this guy? Mm-hmm. They're saying 25, and the chat is acting like it's confirmed. So I'm assuming they've done their research and they know that the death fats aren't lying.
I'll ask him about it, Parker.
What is that?
He has a framed signed Guitar Hero guitar from Dragon Force.
Okay.
I need to record that. It's so cool. It's on top of the mini fridge.
Okay, Lisa Simpson she said 25. I think he's younger. Butter Crumpet says he looks 45. I don't know, guys. Like I said, unless we have some kind of, actual proof that he's 25, we don't know then. We'll just go with that.
Is there anything written on it? What do you mean? On the poster? No.
It's not just that she's mentally stunted, Heather. I think we're like, you got to understand. And you know what? It's so funny you say that. Again, me and Sam were talking about this yesterday because she had made a comment like that. And I was like, I think you've got it wrong, but you got to understand people, when they get to be a certain weight, their mental capability or their mental function is different. And because I do believe that weight and diet and everything can definitely fuck with your brain function. So I really think that's Rosie's case. And also it's just her just pure desperation that she's willing to date older, younger, whatever. I think that really comes down to just desperation, not necessarily like mentally she's not all there. But I mean, again, to be such a size, like to be so massive, and it's not even that. Like, let's go a little bit further because I just feel like that could be insulting to people who do struggle with obviously conditions like this. When that is not your focus, like if you're 500, 600, 400 pounds, you probably shouldn't be too focused about dating. You should be focused about obviously trying to get healthier. Where was I going with that? I had a point. I forgot though. By the book says, I think Remy is in college. This is his dorm room. He is spending his student loan money on her. He looks exactly like I thought he would. I didn't even consider that. Okay, now that I could see that by the book. Holy shit. Do you mean he's got her there around like other college kids his age? Wow, that would take some balls for sure. Thank you for the support, hun. Okay, Freya says it's not a dorm. So again, these are all speculations. We don't know for sure, but I'm sure we will soon. Just be patient. There's a lot of detectives in this community. Hey, Dungeon and Roses. Happy Friday, y'all. I can't stand how these girls have to have all the energy to travel, but can't be bothered to stand, to walk, or to even cook. Not my business, but the show is fun to watch. Stay active, y'all. Exactly. This woman has a chair in her kitchen. She has a walker as well. She can't do any of the daily things that she should be doing, but she can travel, go to Texas, get on a plane, all that shit. All right. It's noted, girl. Oh, those are chips, I think. Dungeon and Roses, thank you for the support.
There's no text on it at all.
And it's fair to say, like, when you eat yourself into a certain size, the pickings are small. Okay, so it's a different level of desperation. Like these girls, it's not just their need to be desired. It's also like the whole thing that comes with YouTube because they're live streamers. They feel they have a different need to prove to the internet that people want them. So again, willing to date just fucking anybody that comes along. It doesn't matter who it is, what their background is, nothing. That might be something different for kids who are younger, just getting out in the dating field. But you were talking about a 30-something-year-old woman. If they're just looking in her direction, she will wife you the fuck up.
I think I'm going to eat my second uncrustable now. I think we're going.
I would never. I'll be quite honest with you. I could never. I don't have that in me to talk. Even if I talk to somebody, I can't leave my comfort zone to go to your comfort zone to meet you. You're going to have to come to me. That's a story as old as time. Like if we're talking on the internet and we're getting to like some kind of romantic thing or we're talking about meeting or whatever, you're going to be the one that has to travel because I can't. Even you coming to me, I'm going to have to be like, like completely sure. I can't go to somebody else's space. I need to be in my space. I don't know what your house is like. I don't know what you're like. I don't know what your bathroom's like. Like I'm good over here. I know you're good. You're going to be good. I'm good. It's kind of like, when your kids are just making friends and they want to spend the night and you're like, no, my kid can't stay with you, but your kid can stay with me because I know we're straight over here. There ain't nothing to worry about, other than maybe giving them some fucking cookies or some shit like that. It's the same thing.
We're shopping tomorrow. I'm so excited to especially now to cook for his mom. I'm kidding. I'm making her a quiche.
This is not a renting room situation. If that's renting a oh, you mean like for that's where he lives, not just to meet Rosie. I mean, maybe is that your second one? You know, those things are really bad for you. And I know because I love those motherfucking things. Love them. Uncrustables. Oh my God. I can't help it. Whatever. They're great. They're really bad for you, Rosie. And that's number 2.
Maybe something else.
How many of those bad boys you gonna eat, girl? Num, num. Steve Freya even said it. They are.
Tell us a story just getting off the plane and seeing each other's face. Okay, all right, let me go
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're up.
back to that story because guys, I'm all over the place. So I was sitting there waiting to board after I got through security. Everything was super easy. Everything went great. Everything went swimmingly. We prepaid the baggage, so I was able to check in at the kiosk, drop off the bag, talk to the attendant real quick. Got to the gate, reached through security. Everything was perfect. It was awesome. And then we get there, and I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. And
you got the pill, huh? Sweet daily win. Well, congratulations, girl. There'll be no regrets, I'm sure. And good luck with that. I've been hearing about the Wegovy pill. Like there was just the jab where you got to inject yourself. But yeah, I think the pill would be such a better option. Good luck. You got this, girl. And thank you for the support. Glad you could check in with us. Can we slow her down? See, you guys aren't used to Rosie. I get it. So yes, we can put her in normal speed. I only had her in 1.5. How about 1.25? Let's try 1.25.
This woman, and I'm assuming her husband, and this and she's holding this like 7-month-old baby behind me. And I look over.
I'm gonna tap forward because this story about this baby is so dumb. She kept talking and saying, and I was just like, eventually there's gonna have some kind of I don't think I've ever had Nutella. Eventually there's gonna be a point to this fucking story, and there never was a point to the story. I couldn't believe it. Like I'm listening. Like eventually we're going to hear that the baby called her fat or something and gaga goo goo words or something. I'm like, yes, baby, give it to me. Kids and death fats. That's my favorite combination. And it just never went anywhere. And I was like, you had me for all this 10 minutes or whatever. And I'm waiting for the part where the baby insulted you. And it literally just, I couldn't fucking believe it. So anyways, we're skipping past that. I won't waste your all's time.
At first, I thought it might have been the same baby, but I was like, I'm not sure, baby. When I ended up,
and then somebody in her chat, some freak of nature in her chat said something along the lines of baby fever, which Rosie had to, of course, read out. Can you imagine?
I would go like, just like that and just watch that. One of the episodes was with Brittany Broski, and the other one was with Southwest. Now has one of the things they did that's a good thing is they now have free Wi-Fi if you have a free Southwest Rapid Rewards account. You don't have to pay the $8 anymore unless you don't have an account for some reason. But even if you don't fly often, you should still have one because you can still earn miles and stuff. Anyway, so that was cool. So I was able.
Can I ask you all a question? Seriously, I've been fat, pretty much fat my whole life, right? I've never been anywhere close to these girls on the internet. I could never imagine, especially at her massive size, just sitting there and eating. Does she not see what we see? How does she do it and not care? Like, how is she not ashamed of it, I guess? You know what I'm saying? How are you not just mortified, even looking at yourself in the camera and sitting there and eating that, especially such unhealthy food that she's eating? Like these Uncrustables, they're just like eating a peanut butter and jelly. It's basically the same thing. It's white bread, it's peanut butter, and it's jelly. It's not good for you. She thinks it's sexy, I guess.
I was able to text Remy a bit while I was on the flight. And then I land and I'm like, holy shit, I'm actually here. And so I end up getting off the plane. Which
also, let me say this, because I've obviously had experience meeting somebody from the internet. Like Sam was not my first rodeo, okay? And so like you send pictures, you're sending video, but like when you're a bigger person, there's always that nervous feeling for me anyways. And I'm pretty sure like I've talked to other people who have, they've had the same feeling, right? They're always like, "Woo, I hope this motherfucker don't think I'm skinny." Like, "Oh, bitch, did you send full body?" "Yeah, girl, I sent full body." "Well, you'll be all right then." "Well, you never know." And I'm like, "You right, girl, you never know." Like, what if like the pictures weren't enough? But man, you're like 600. You just got on that plane, 2 seats and all. You didn't even like that. Was that not part of the? Are they? I guess when you're that massive, like they fucking know, don't they? Do you get what I'm saying though? Like, damn. Even just being, overweight or whatever, and the anxiety of meeting somebody you haven't met in person when you're a bigger person, you're like, "Oh boy, I hope they don't think I'm too big," but not Rosie, not Chantel. They're like, "Blam, baby, here I am. Love me or leave me."
They do want everybody in order. So when I got off plane, it was again a non-issue.
He saw her on the podcast and reached out to her. So I think he's into it. I think that's what we're dealing with. Yeah, absolutely. It's just so funny that like for people who aren't even close to being their size, these are just self-aware people though. You know what I mean? Like obesity and being overweight it's not a desired feature. It's really fucking not. It's just that's just how it is. That's just how the world is or whatever for most people anyway. So having a little self-awareness and being like, "Yeah, I hope this motherfucker, realize what they're getting herself into." You know what I mean? It's crazy. Sassy Mama says, "Off to my Friday lunch with myself. Love you all. Love you too, girl. Enjoy." Oh, fuck. I forgot it was Friday, guys. It's almost 1:00. Oh my God. We've been here for so long. Okay. We got to wrap this up. Sassy Mama, enjoy, girl. And thank you for the support.
So I was really.
You look, girl, you got to get you one of them weight loss surgeries. You don't even realize it. Like, bitch, I ain't even ate today. Don't even know it. Ain't even hungry. Get you one of them.
I was really happy about that.
Go ahead, Big Sig. You know you need it.
Because I was always just so nervous about that for some reason, I think. So I got off the plane and, I've talked about this before. Like I do use wheelchair assistance and I'm really glad I did because I don't feel super wiped out.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Say it again. Tell me how you went to meet a man that you've never met before and you felt confident enough to get yourself wheelchair assistance. Boy, Lord Jesus, don't ever put me in this position.
And, I've talked about this before. Like I do use wheelchair assistance and I'm really glad I did because I don't feel super wiped out. Like I feel good.
Maybe, baby, sweetheart, if you would just stop eating, you wouldn't feel so super wiped out. Did you ever consider that? I don't know. Did your mom ever tell you to consider that? "Hey, honey, sweetheart, love you so much. Maybe if you just didn't eat, you wouldn't feel so super wiped out." Oh my God. Oh my God. Bless the heart of the lady who had to push her. That's all I got.
So I needed to use the restroom. So
Oh my God. Did you need assistance there too? Did you have to go change your diaper?
Hello? Hi. Staring me down, girl.
I hate to say it, but she's another one that's just letting her dental hygiene. But again, other things to worry about.
She has the most pretty green eyes.
We don't care. We can't see the cat.
Lady.
We don't care.
She is.
Back to the
staring at me.
story, please. Assist.
Okay. I'm a little intimidated. Not gonna lie, girl.
Wrestling. I asked the girl.
I wish I could show you guys. I can't move the camera, but
We don't care. We want to hear about the story.
I can be the girl.
Like how many years, Big Mama, have you had that gown? Because that motherfucker looks about 15 years old. Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my life.
In the summertime, this is so funny because I remember like all of our towels ended up like this because we go get in the pool and we dry off. And then my grandma would be like, "Make sure you put your towel on the porch and let it dry in the sun." And we'd be like, "Okay." And then that motherfucker stay there for like 3 weeks or whatever. And by the end of summer, they were all faded as fuck. That's what her gown looks like, dude. Sweet Daily Win says, "FYI, I have to lose 30 pounds. I'm not a death fat." Oh, we never assume that, Sweet Daily Win. It's totally fine. You got this, girl, and thank you for the support, hon. It is true.
Jump on the bed, that'd be cool. But, you do you, boo. Okay, all right, I'm back. Hi. I'm so out. You guys will see the cats eventually.
We don't care.
He's out doing something.
Bebop.
Yeah, I like his room. Oh, okay, bye, Cleo. All right.
Like our babysitting that uncrustable.
So
She wants to just eat that, but she's being.
I'll go to the bathroom. I'm in and out in like less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't believe that neither. You're not going to tell me that a woman of your mass was in and out of the bathroom in under 2 minutes. No way.
I sit down. I'm waiting.
Panda Pondu says they both claim he is 25, but what does it for me when you're born in the year 2000 exactly? Most people would not say, I wish I was born in the 90s. That you're not wrong, Panda Pondu. It's definitely a sus situation.
I ended up waiting 25 minutes because, by the way, if you ever use wheelchair assistance for any reason, obviously
we don't. We're good. We know we don't do that. We don't eat ourselves into wheelchairs. If somebody is here that's ate themselves in a wheelchair, they're not talking publicly.
Always to the attendants. But
isn't that right, Tracy TX and Turd Drop? You're not gonna come in here and type in my chat, are you?
Sometimes they have people pushing 2 people, which is crazy.
Oh my God. So wheelchair assistants, if you're not following along, a lot of times, because obviously they don't have a lot of staff employed for wheelchair assistants, they're pushing 2 customers at the same time. So Rosie was like, shit, bitch, listen, I am 2 customers, okay? Give me 1.
That's crazy pants. And the other one of the people who was pushing was 2 women, one of which I ended up finding out was 93 years old. But she was being pushed by someone else, and then the other person that was with her, they were older, so it took.
How are you not humiliating yourself? How are you not embarrassed? Karen, you're funny. It's true though. How are you not humiliated? I couldn't even get the words out. You're talking about wheelchair assistance was willing a 93-year-old woman. You're in your early 30s. Sucking up all of the resources for the elderly people in the fucking airport. I can't believe this shit. She's like, yeah, so I had wheelchair assistance and there was a lady getting pushed around who was 93 and the other one was old as dirt too. And here I am, 30 something years old. And how do you have a humiliation kink? Do you all share the same? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm so fucking awkward. I'm secondhand embarrassed. I'm all of that shit. Boy, again, you wouldn't even get this information out of my diary.
One of the people who was pushing was 2 women, one of which I ended up finding out was 93 years old. But she was being pushed by someone else, and then the other person that was with her, they were older, so it took them a really long time to do what they needed to do when they stepped up in the restroom. So I was sitting there like, and it was like a really long walk, so I waited because I didn't want to risk it. I didn't know.
Oh, but you still had that Uncrustable, not 1 but 2, also with some chips, it looks like. So did you ever consider changing your diet so you don't have to wait for some woman to push you in your wheelchair? Call me crazy.
Like how long it would take to walk to the car or whatever, but he ended up pulling her out.
They were probably hoping, those women that were pushing the elderly in their wheelchair, they were probably hoping that you would just piss off. So they were probably fighting over who was going to push you in the wheelchair.
The car anyway, so that worked out well for me. But
I ain't pushing no big bitch. I'll lose my job first.
Anyway, so I'm like sitting there and I'm texting them, like the group chat, and I'm just like, at first I was being really patient, but by like the 15-minute mark, I was like, bro. By the 20-minute mark, I was like, bro. I was being very nice because like it's not his.
Are you kidding me? Are you really complaining about how long it was taking the wheelchair assistants to get to your ass? By that point, you could have already made it there by walking. Oh my God.
It's fault. Like, you can't like, I'm not going to be a jerk to someone who's providing me such a service. Because I always make sure to go out of my way to thank them and like be really nice. And I tip higher than standard because.
This sounds a lot like I give $25 on a $700 Walmart order. They're all the same person. All the similarities between these death fats on YouTube, it's basically they're just different personalities of the same character. Swear to God.
Duh. And so, yeah. So he's pushing me, and we're talking, and I ended up like telling them like the area we're going to. And I remember it was funny because they were like, "Oh, like, that's a really nice area." Blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool," because I had no idea. And
God, imagine what these people. Let me set the scene in case you're missing some of this, okay? So as she's being pushed by a nurse through the airport because she requested wheelchair service because massive, right? She's having a conversation with the nurse, and I'm going to assume she's informing the nurse that she's meeting this person for the first time. I know, Gilly, I'm way too late. I got to get the fuck out of here. But listen, this woman is listening to her tell this story, and she's pushing this death fat woman to meet a man that she's never met. What the fuck do you think's going through this woman's mind? That's crazy. It bothered you that you had to have wheelchair service at the airport? It must not have, because you're still fucking eating.
like, I remember like I'm like freaking out. And in the days of
Getting more nervous as she's being pushed by somebody in a wheelchair to meet her new man.
I just see him. He's just standing there.
He's standing there. He's looking at her, and he's filming all of this. He's filming all of this. This footage of the first time that they lay eyes on each other while Rosie is in the wheelchair is supposed to make it an appearance on her YouTube channel, I believe, when she gets home in Florida. It's gonna be epic.
Against like there's like a corner. He's just like laying there, just like he's like looking down, and I don't know if he saw him because like I saw him off in the distance.
He was rocked up. He was rocked up watching his death fat be delivered to him in a wheelchair. You're not going to convince me of anything else.
And I was like, oh my god, that's him. And then I look up at the attendant. I was like, I got this. Like, can I just go? Because I always also like just to make sure that like.
So the attendant gets her basically to the dude, right? And then she's like, I got it from here. So the person who's willing Rosie to her new man gets to witness the death fat leave her wheelchair. Oh, you can walk. How about that, huh? And then she goes over to meet her brand new lover. How come there's nothing on Netflix like this? There's nothing on Lifetime. Or you can't find this shit on HBO Max. The only place I can go for this kind of content and this kind of fucking entertainment is YouTube. And the best part about that is that it's just like a documentary. It's real. It's not some scripted bullshit. This really fucking happened. She's not even embarrassed by it.
The attendants like know and stuff. I always tip them like as soon as they start, like as soon as we start to go, because like I want them to know they're getting a tip. And like
this whole tip situation between you guys is so fucking sus. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I think it's like a self-conscious thing. Like I don't want them to think they're not going to get tipped and like be rude about stuff.
Not like you're going to just run away and not pay for their service
because of my size and whatever. So I just anyway. So I get up and I start to walk, and then I go, shit, wait, my carry-on. So I grab my carry-on, and I ended up realizing after the fact, he actually recorded it. I don't think I'm gonna put it in the vlog, but it's for us.
Oh, I thought you were going to. What? Put it on members only.
It was just really sweet.
What about that story was fucking romantic? I can't believe it. That was her romantic story that she just told us about the first time meeting her new boo.
Hugged for like a while. Like we watched it back and it was just like really quiet. We just hugged each other. And then I started to pull back and he kissed me.
Hang in there, Snuggle Puss. I'm so sorry to hear that, hun.
And I know. So meeting IRL after talking online for a bit is the best nervous feeling ever. Yeah, we were both really nervous. Yeah.
Do you guys understand why this was in the title for today's video? Do you understand how fucking nuts this shit is? The guppy that came through twice, hun. No energy from employment, just no energy for nothing. No energy for a clean home, no energy for a clean body, no energy for clean hair, mind you, baby. that head never gets cleaned, okay? There ain't no energy but nothing. But you will travel to Texas and have yourself wheelchaired to your new boo. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone. Then I remember people like Charlie and people like Scar, and you guys are definitely into it, and Pulpy and Zach. Everybody covers this shit. Wow, that was really something. That has been sitting with me since yesterday. Like, I haven't quit thinking about that meetup because for me, like, I don't know if it's imagination or what, but I can actually picture. I'm so glad I have a picture to put with this now, like an actual face to put with all of this. For me, it was like just blurry. I didn't necessarily have what I thought this guy looked like. I really honestly, I thought some young, nerdy, younger guy. This kind of probably was close, but for the most part, just blurry. But I can envision Rosie being pushed by the lady or whatever, and I can see it all play out in my head, and honestly has replayed and replayed and replayed and replayed one too many times until I came here and I kind of, for me personally, shared that with you guys. So yeah, that's him. That is the guy that was on the other side of that wheelchair, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to Panda Pondu and all of the other great dedicated people in the Rosie community. I think Rosie's a good time. And I think eventually you guys are going to see it there because I don't think Chantel's really going to be, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy Chantel content. I like just watching Chantel eat. For me, there's a lot there to talk about, to cover, but I just don't know that she's going to be around much longer, to be quite honest. And so, you know who doesn't entertain me? Amber. I just cannot. I've never really, like, sometimes, like back in the day, especially, I could really get into the Amber lore, like when there was other characters and stuff. But oh man, when she went full blown live streams, and even the wifey era for me was kind of like, I can't be bothered. I really wasn't into it. But with Quirky, I'm very interested. So Quirky and Chantel, they do it for me right now. I don't see Amber ever redeeming herself. I think her last, what's the word I'm looking for? She destroyed herself by going into that podcast. I don't think she'll ever turn that shit around. She really fumbled the ball with that because she really could have did something. She could have really, out of all of them, Amber should have been the one to actually go through, lose the weight, get the surgery. That would have really been a story to see. It's just not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Anyways, this has been a good fucking time. I can't believe we've been here that long. I got to get off here. I got shit to do. Y'all got shit to do. I'm sure Scar's going live. I know Charlie will be going live. Pulpy, all of your favorite people, make sure to check them out. I will see you guys probably one day this weekend. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.